We're home for the Cowboys. KTFM Floresville and SASportsStar.com. San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys were blown out yesterday in the Windy City as the Bears took it easily 31-14. Cowboys fell to 1-2 on the season. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb left the game early with an ankle injury, while cornerback Trayvon Diggs suffered a shoulder injury in the loss. Tonight on Monday Night Football, we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions, a game you can catch live right here. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Monday. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old pal, AJ. And look who's here to my left. Bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Mr. Rob Thompson.
I'll be here all
week. Good morning, Rob.
Hands at your sides. Let's get to work. We got stuff to do.
Wow. Look who's over on the other side of the glass. Just spin your, if you're watching on YouTube, spin your computer around. You'll be able to see him. It's DJ Torta Man himself, Victor Brown. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. You know what? I was sitting at home last night, and I said, I never feel this way. You ever heard of a thing? I didn't know this was a thing until like a little while ago. You heard of a thing called the Sunday Scaries?
What?
That sounds like the case of the Mondays, so no. I haven't.
Sunday Scaries?
Yeah, Sunday Scaries is what happens on Sunday night when you start thinking about going to work the next day. And you're like, oh, no.
Well, I get that because of my alarm, but that's about it.
I got to go to work in the morning. For us, it's like, oh, no, my
Just
alarm's going to go off really early.
Other than that, it's not. I don't have the scaries. I just know that morning's coming real soon.
Yeah, it's at 3 a.m. is our alarm.
But I was thinking last night, I was like, I am so excited to get to work and do the show. What a wild weekend of football.
How many blocked punts?
50 million.
Across both college and pro. The special teams collapsed across the world.
There was a lot.
Yeah.
There
Kick
was
returns,
a lot.
We had a couple of kicks. We had one dude return 2 kicks.
Yeah.
Special teams ruled the world over the last 2 days.
But, man, it was a reminder of why football is better than everything. And, man, what a day it was yesterday in the NFL.
Well, it wasn't a great day for us Cowboy fans. I mean, that was a miserable excuse, our football game.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it was a fun day for some.
This was me the whole game.
Man.
Yeah, it's like, are you? No, it was just a series of. Are you kidding me? The whole game. Are you kidding me?
That's you.
The whole game, but you just are you kidding me?
Well, this was Caleb Williams to Matt Eberflus.
Seriously, are you kidding me? Well, that was just him handing the ball off, right? 11 consecutive times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also Caleb Williams threw for 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, it was
That's assault,
Are you
brother.
kidding me?
Oh, man.
So I guess, but it's better to know who you are sooner than later.
And now you know what the Cowboys are. Well, listen, man, we're going to talk a lot about the Cowboys today. But man, just overall a good weekend of football. Now I can't control the results for everybody, and for every happy Bears fan, there's a sad Cowboy fan, and vice versa. We know that. But for the most part, there were intriguing games, intriguing match. The Eagles-Rams game was.
Man, I thought I had written the Eagles off. I thought it was done.
I'm convinced the Eagles aren't that good.
No,
I'm. It's funny, they win games, and I'm like,
doesn't it feel like Kansas City last year?
Yeah,
it feels very much like just enough.
And it's you want to win games.
Right, so
I'm not taking anything away from them, but their offense is not very good.
What happens if they continue to jump off sides on this and they don't call it?
I thought the craziest thing yesterday was they didn't call one. They kept showing the replay, and there kept being clear false starts. And then the Saints-Seahawks game starts. Saints get to a 4th and 1. They do a tush push, false start.
Well,
It's
obviously. Well, we
you
now
call it
know
on the crappy Saints, but the Eagles are good.
now that we know how it works, at some point we're going to have to fix this, right?
Well, they're going to start calling it real tight.
Well, I thought that's what they were.
Yeah.
Is that the tight call?
Well,
At least I got to see a fat guy run 60 yards as fast as he could.
It's always good seeing a big man run, man.
well, sometimes seeing that big man run, you realize there's like money.
You get that Brett
Oh,
Musburger.
yeah.
That means more to some people than others.
I had a really good gambling weekend, despite that moment being like
the Eagles.
yeah.
Okay.
You had a lot of underdogs.
Oh, my wife was so mad because I guess she was like taking a nap, and my first this happened in like maybe within a minute of each other. I don't know if you guys get this way.
Oh, yeah, we saw the
Are there
kick.
Are there ever moments where you guys get up and stand in front of the TV?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Okay.
When CD got hurt, I stood up.
So I bet on the Browns, which
So do you watch the Red Zone, or do you have just a bunch of games on?
I'm flipping back and forth between games. I've got multiple TVs. I don't really
Well, the
like
Red Zone had both of these games up at the same time.
Red Zone doesn't like. I feel like Red Zone is for people who don't like football. Like it's for fantasy football players.
But if I don't have games, it is. If I don't have anybody in particular to watch, and the Texas game, I refused to watch. It was so bad.
It was
so
dreadful.
it was on Red Zone for the first 3 hours of the day.
But I was on the Browns game because I thought the Eagles game or the Rams game was safe. I thought my Rams plus 3.5 was already money in my pocket.
They'd look like it was a foregone conclusion.
And I had a mix. Most of my bet was on Browns plus 8.5, but I also had a little sprinkle of Browns to win the game against the Packers. And so I went from elation, and I was standing in front of the TV, yes. And then I flipped over to I flipped over to the Rams game because I saw the Rams driving, and I was saying, oh, maybe they'll win the game because I also had a little sprinkle on the Rams to beat the Eagles. So I flipped to the other game, and I mean it was maybe 60 seconds apart, and I didn't realize my wife was taking a nap or trying to take a nap when I was standing in front of the TV, and the things that I was saying were not good things, but.
They weren't Christian?
They weren't. No.
Okay.
No.
See, I was. We're in the same pool.
Charlie Kirk's angel would have cried tears here.
It turns out that somebody else got the
Charlie's
perfect.
Angels. Someone else got it. Yeah, someone else won our pool. I did not. That cost me our pool.
See, I was already out, so I wasn't so upset.
Oh.
I didn't have anyone on that one either.
See,
My
you're like me all weekend.
Man. Yeah, my grandmother was up in heaven going, "Oh, AJ, stop with those words. Come on.
It's not gonna get you.
Don't talk like that." Yeah, but you know what? Listen, man, them's the breaks. You're gonna win some like that. You'll lose some like that. I almost lost a bet on North Texas against Army. Like North Texas is literally taking snaps and taking knees to run out the clock, and they fumbled it.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh my, you got to be. And they had to go to overtime. They won in overtime, thank God.
Oh, good.
But they tried really hard to blow
Well,
it.
they had a 2-touchdown lead in this game.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Hey, that quarterback's pretty good, right? Studebaker, what's his name?
And then,
Madamaker.
but they're playing against Army, who he can't even throw the ball, and they throw like a 68-yard pass, and I'm like, oh no, this is gonna happen, isn't it? And then they literally fumbled in victory formation, and Army recovered it. And they go. It's embarrassing. They go and tie the game, and then I had to win in overtime. But then I did get one lucky one where I had Oklahoma minus 6.5.
Until the officials were in cahoots.
It was they were winning by 5, and then they get a safety in the end zone on the very last play of the game when Auburn has to go for it, like 4th and 1,000,000, and that'll get you there.
Oh, you got a free touchdown on that one.
Yeah, so sometimes you catch a little break. Overall I'll take
Vegas should pull that off the board, man.
Well, why?
You should get your money back. That was just because that was wrong.
Yeah,
that's just wrong.
Yeah, Oklahoma they got some lucky breaks there. Well, listen, I don't really care what happened this weekend because it's set up for an awesome weekend next weekend, Bubba. We've got some good ones coming up. And now we get a saucy Auburn team, a little pissed off, against an A&M team that got to rest up. And, that's going to be a great game.
Rest up, move up.
We got Oregon coming off the Civil War game. Now they're going to Penn State.
That's the game of the week. Alabama, Georgia.
Alabama, Georgia. Ole Miss and LSU. We got some games coming this weekend, baby. So I'm like I said, I had such a great time with football this week, and I'm already looking forward to next weekend. That's why football's the best.
We still got games tonight, brother. We got a game tonight.
I don't know how much of a game it's going to be tonight.
It's going to be a pretty good football game.
Okay.
I mean, good and pretty are two entirely different things. Both these teams run up some points.
They do. I always when I saw this game and people were like, oh, maybe the Lions, because normally, as you know, I like to bet the underdogs. And someone was like, well, Lions got a pretty good number on the Lions here, right? And I said, yeah, I'm going to be out on that because I remember the last time the Ravens played the Lions, and it was 38-6, and Lamar Jackson just did whatever the hell he wanted to that team. I could see that happening again. I've got concerns about the Lions tonight, but we'll get to that later on in the show. We'll get to all the games later on in the show. We'll get to we'll get through some college games. We'll get through some NFL games. We'll get to some Major League Baseball. Ugh, yuck. Yeah, yuck. But again, man, we have so much stuff to get into today, and really just not enough time. We don't have enough time with a 4-hour program, so I'm gonna.
We'll squeeze it in.
We'll squeeze it in. We'll have to cut some fat probably. Plus, I mean, how could I forget? Preseason hockey, and WNBA playoffs. I mean, what are we gonna do?
And wrestling.
You know what?
We'll just
How did I not start the show? Forget the break. Brock Lesnar, what he did to John Cena. What? All right, we'll be.
That was on ESPN, by the way.
It was WrestlePalooza. We'll be right back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We just cleared that trouble spot on 35 northbound at Weidner. Was an accident on the northbound side, was also impacting southbound side with on look for delays, but now all clear. A closure right 10 upper level westbound 35 to Calabar due to road work, and 35 upper level northbound Laredo to just past Alamo. We've got some ongoing road work. Only the 2 left lanes are open to take you to the lower level. If you guys see something we're not talking about, you're real good at calling in a trouble spot on the traffic tip line. So we appreciate you guys. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to sasportstar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at sasportstar.com.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows Sundays hit different when you earn them. So we're helping you with deals on top brands like Scott's, Pit Boss, Cobalt, and Trex Decking. So get to Lowe's, get it done, and earn your Sunday. Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That's our philosophy at GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. Fat ones, skinny ones, curvy ones, fast ones, slow ones, round ones, and square ones. Yes, square body Chevys. We buy them at GiveMeTheVin.com. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now, put yours in, and get a quote. We'd love to buy it. GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Synergenics and Low T Center, your TRT MVPs. Want to get fit like an MVP? Book a free TRT consultation and automatically be entered for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to a game. Winners selected every week. Book now, TRTMVP.com.
The right stuff.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s.
Call Right Home Services.
Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. 210-444.
You hear that?
That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZzzQuil Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZzzQuil Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something?
Boat wins!
Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing?
Boat wins!
Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing?
Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat.
Yeah!
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe Pork Rinds at HEB.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
Stop wasting money on hard water costs. Go get yourself a Connecticut water system. It's one of the few household appliances that pays for itself. These things are quiet, efficient, reliable, and non-electric. But the best part is you'll save money when you own a Connecticut water softener. Connecticut water softeners are specifically designed to solve virtually any water problem you may have. Living in the hill country, you folks have some serious hard water that costs you major money in cleaning supplies and wear and tear on your appliances. Plus, Connecticut water softeners are guaranteed to remove more impurities and perform more efficiently with lower lifetime costs than any other softener on the market. So, for the best water softener in the business and to save money, call Connecticut today. 656-PURE. That's 656-PURE or ConnecticutSA.com.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Good morning, everybody. We ain't asking for much. Lord, take me downtown. Vic's just looking for some tush. All right. Dallas, Texas. Sad. There's tears flowing in the streets in Dallas right now after the Cowboys got curb stomped is probably the best way to put it, by the Chicago Bears. Pretty embarrassing all the way around. It's hard to put this one on the offense or the defense. They both took their medicine, although, like, early it was like, oh, the offense might be onto something today. And then 0 second-half points just didn't show up at all. But I don't know that there's even like a moral victory for this Monday. There's nothing you can take away and go, well, at least this went well.
Oh, wait. Guyton got called for another penalty. Guyton just jumps off sides again. Just one more time. He just jumped off. Oh, wait, held again.
I said this last year, and everybody was like, it's too early to tell. And maybe it was, but Tyler Guyton sucks.
He's not very good.
He's not good.
But he's not alone.
No.
It's a confederacy of dunces. It was yesterday the Cowboys were exposed. All the stuff that when we watched training camp, we thought, man, this is awfully loose. This is a lot of fun. Everybody's running around.
Man.
It was undisciplined. It was a game that they had no focus. Now, there's reasons and there's excuses, and losing CD isn't good for anybody. But that was an embarrassing performance. There wasn't any want to. You get run on 11 consecutive times, your defense, that's insult added to injury to embarrassment.
Especially when you say we're going to be a physical football team.
Everything about it. You got out-hustled. You got out-bodied. Everything about the football game was a loss. There was no success. The only thing you can walk away with was, well, we still got the best kicker in football. We do have that.
But also, and thank goodness, because right now the Cowboys are a 64-yard field goal away from being 0-3.
And should be. And they looked like an 0-3 team yesterday. That's a bad football team. With not one thing to look at. It's all across the board. There's not a good room in the building other than the kicker room.
Yep. And now you've got you get Green Bay coming up on Sunday Night Football in a week, and Green Bay's probably not real thrilled about their performance last week either.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be glad to get a reprieve from a good defense because the Browns actually played some good defense, and we'll see, man. I put this in our group chat yesterday. For a team that wants to be more physical, the fact that, first of all, they ran on you 11 times in a row, and on the 11th play, who was the Cowboy that was laying on the ground injured? Kenny Clark, the guy who they brought in to stop the run. And they ran right down his throat.
They ran at him
11 times in a row.
And threw it. Trayvon Diggs is a victim now. He's a professional victim. It's not like, oh, let's not go to that side. As soon as they see him line up and they get single coverage, it's on, brother. No matter any part of the game, if they see him alone, they go at him. He's not even an adequate third cornerback
right now. It doesn't look that way.
He is a professional victim. They'd rather throw at him than a rookie.
Yeah. I mean, it is, and boy, that's a lot of money going to a guy that you can't even trust to have on the football field right now.
I saw Skip Bayless, and I rarely dive in on anything that Skip Bayless said, but I do believe this, that Trayvon's heart left when Micah left. Like, Trayvon doesn't.
He's out.
He's done. And you combine that with an injury that has obviously limited him physically. So I don't know if that's a permanent limitation or he just ain't healthy yet, but the two combined means he shouldn't be on the field.
Yeah. I don't know what I don't know what the fix is, and I don't know that there is a fix. It is hard to picture this team coming together and figuring things out at this point.
I agree, but part of me says I'd rather know who I am early. I'd rather not be living on fool's gold, thinking I'm good and I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now that you know who you are and you kind of figure out what are we doing here, now you can admit some things, and it's not like there's some rookies sitting on the sides trying to get some play in. I don't know what you do here, but at least you know you suck.
No. And what I do know is now this is what the Cowboys are. There is not going to be I don't think the Cowboys will be like they might be favored in another game, but they're going to be the kind of favorites where if they're favored, it's going to be by a point or a point and a half.
At home.
Because like the only game I can even really see them being favored in right now, like their only road game that maybe is at Carolina. But I really think this Bears game kind of told you they shouldn't be favored over anybody outside their building.
You can't stop something. You can't hope to win, and they just cannot play defense in an NFL manner because they're weak everywhere.
Yeah.
There's not one place they go, if we can just funnel them to this side, if we can just get it to 3rd and long because we got guys that can tee off on the quarterback. None of that. We don't have linebackers that can cover. We don't have a blitz scheme that I feel comfortable with. Our cornerbacks can't handle anything man-to-man.
Well, the one thing, I thought this was going to be an opportunity for the Cowboys to look like they did have a pass rush, even though I know they don't, because you're playing the Bears. The Bears always, their old line is so bad that you're always going to be able to get a couple sacks on Caleb.
11 consecutive runs. That's enforced will. That is dominance.
I mean, it was all the way up and down, just an ass kicking. So, and by the way, an ass kicking by a team that we don't think is very good. Like it's, and the Bears, I don't think anybody's changed their mind about the Bears because they beat up the Cowboys. Like I still don't think anybody thinks the Bears are any good, but they're better than the Cowboys right now.
Yeah, I was going to say,
and
it's a low bar.
It ain't quite close.
You made Caleb look like a worthy investment is what you did.
Yeah,
you might have prolonged what will be the agony of a slow pulled Band-Aid. But the fact of the matter is, Bear fan wakes up this morning going, you know what, that Caleb kid might actually work out.
I'm sure they feel really good right now. They're like, oh wow, all right, we got to have a little something here. No, this is an absolute joke.
So who would you rather be today? A Cowboy team that understands that the trade is now evident, that you had traded away any whisper of a thought of a playoff appearance, a wild card, or the Texans who sit 0-3. And this also might apply in a grander scheme. It's better to know who you are now because it's time to start thinking about C.J. Stroud as a long-term Texan and whether the value is going to be there when you start seriously talking in 15 weeks when the season is done because you ain't going to the playoffs. So what are you going to do with this?
I tweeted that last night or yesterday afternoon during that Texans game. I tweeted a poll. I said, hey, if you're a Texans fan, and you had to decide today, either pay C.J. Stroud top 5 quarterback money or let C.J. walk away and try again. Poll 81.7% said let C.J. walk and try again.
I don't know.
I think so.
Honest
Listen, man.
to God, don't know. He's under so much trouble, but when he does have time, that Nico pass was nice.
Here's the thing about C.J., and I don't think C.J. is like a disaster. I just don't think if you pay, I think he's fine. But if you pay him like he's elite, your team will never get better.
I agree. You got to pay him Baker money.
And here's one thing I hate about C.J. Stroud. First of all, he's got to read the room. This dude walks into his post-game press conference, walked into the stadium, and then walked into the post-game press conference wearing a Yankees hat.
Dude.
While his hometown team is like fighting desperately for a playoff spot, that's a bad look. B, he gets up on that podium and it's like, it's all, well, you guys say whatever nonsense you want to say anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's like, dude, take some ownership. Like, wow. He's still like, you guys are talking all this noise, all this mess. You guys say all these crazy things. It's like, no, dude, you're 0-3. Like, it's not crazy.
It's a bad 0-3.
It's not crazy because you're losing. Like, you tell us why. And he's like, well, that's for you guys to figure out. That's for you. Well, no, it's really kind of your job to figure out why you're losing these games. And he's bad with it.
Don't do that to the press, man. I know you're mad.
CJ is great with the media when things are going well. When things aren't, CJ is not equipped for that. He is not equipped to sit up there and explain issues away or take criticism. He does not deal well with that. He does great when everybody's throwing flowers at him. That's when CJ's great with the media.
You better get used to it. You
ain't no flowers coming right now.
Got 3 more months of this, and it's not going to get easier.
No, it might get way worse before it gets better. So, I don't know. I don't know who I'd rather be right now. We'll keep talking football. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We just cleared that trouble spot on 35 northbound at Weidner. Was an accident on the northbound side, was also impacting southbound side with onlooker delays, but now all clear. A closure right 10 upper level westbound 35 to Calabria due to road work, and 35 upper level northbound Laredo to just past Alamo. We've got some ongoing road work. Only the 2 left lanes are open to take you to the lower level. If you guys see something we're not talking about, you're real good at calling in a trouble spot on the traffic tip line. So we appreciate you guys. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we wrap up another big weekend of football, both college and pro.
Cowboys, Bears, Jags, Texans. We'll react to both.
Plus, we got a big game to talk about Monday night between the Lions and the Ravens.
How did Arch look up in Austin? What about UTSA? Jeff Traylor joined us at 4:35.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay, with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. Make the Break Room on Pat Booker Road in Live Oak your football watching headquarters. Watch all the college and NFL games on the 17 HD TVs. The Break Room shows all UFC and boxing events with no cover. The kitchen is open daily until midnight with karaoke on Tuesday nights and a DJ every Friday with pool, darts, video games, a patio. It's more than your average neighborhood bar. So check out the Break Room at 8084 Pat Booker Road in Live Oak. Follow the Break Room Live Oak on social media for the latest specials and events.
Calling all Cowboys Nation in San Antonio. Game day isn't complete without the right look, and the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop has everything you need. Whether you're headed to the game or watching from home, the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop has you covered. Find game day staples like jerseys and hats to fan favorites like hoodies and jackets at any of our 4 convenient locations: River Center, North Star Mall, Ingram Park Mall, and Huebner Oaks Shopping Center. We're open 7 days a week. Find the best selection of Cowboys gear only at the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Texas Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Is your everyday congestion preventing you from enjoying life's big moments? Try Vicks Sinex Saline today and get yourself back in the action. Vicks Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion with a gentle ultrafine mist. Sinex Saline's drug-free, no-mess formula instantly moisturizes and soothes dry, irritated nasal passages for quick and effective relief. Get back to enjoying life's big moments to the fullest without having to worry about everyday congestion holding you back. Just Sinex, breathe, use as directed.
Football is back, baby, and Underdog is the best place to make your picks and win money all season long. You can play it in Texas, too. Guys, it is fun, it is exciting, and it's a great way to get in on the action. Playing is so easy. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more, and you get it right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. You can play with as little as $1. Is Dak going to go higher or lower on passing yards? Will CD score a touchdown or not? All that makes the game a lot more fun. Get in on the action at Underdog Fantasy. Download the app now. Sign up with promo code ALAMO to score $50 in bonus funds when you play the first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. ACAST.org.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff.
Now we can chill, Mom.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something?
Boat wins!
Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing?
Boat wins!
Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing?
Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat.
Yeah!
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Hey, it's Rob Thompson here for Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. It is so good to be right. In Prize Picks, there's no better way to prove your knowledge than to play Prize Picks. And Dallas Cowboy fans, you know every game counts, so don't miss a moment of the action this season on Prize Picks. Make your picks on your favorite Cowboys every week and ride with the boys all season long. You got all kinds of play, all kinds of ways to go. Right now, Prize Picks is offering $50 in lineups. That's money you can play with. Use it and prove how good you are. Prize Picks. There's only one place to go. All you need to know is more or less. You can pick your players, you can pick your game, but we got the place for you. It's Prize Picks. And remember the code ALAMO. ALAMO's the one you need. If you put that in there, use the code ALAMO for your $50 free play. That's $50 when you use the term ALAMO. You know the game. Go play it in the right place. That's Prize Picks. It's so good to be right, and you're always right when you head to Prize Picks. Go get it today. Download the app, use the code ALAMO, and you can come by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go!
Hi, it's Jason Minix. You're listening to the home of the Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Ironically, the Cowboy soundtrack.
Yeah.
Game over. Oh, poor Cowboys.
Texans, too.
Yeah, yeah.
It ain't poor Cowboys. No, Texans, I think you could feel sorry for. Don't feel sorry for the Cowboys.
I don't feel sorry for either of them.
I mean, the Cowboys did this to themselves.
Well, I mean, the Texans did too. The Texans tried to convince everyone that
well, the Texans, at the very least, were trying to get better. The Cowboys traded away their best player. I don't know what we expected to see. They brought this on themselves. At least the Texans thought that. Now they did it. They've done it wrong.
Remember, also, the Texans traded away their best offensive lineman and said it was going to fix their offensive line.
Not true. You get what you sow. But the fact is, I mean, I don't feel sorry for the Cowboys. This is exactly the position you put yourself in. The Texans at least aspired to something, and they're collapsing under their own aspirations. So I don't know who to feel worse for. I think the Texans I feel sorry for. Cowboys, I feel like, well, you know, this is what you thought. This is what I thought you would get when you trade away a guy like that.
It is fascinating to me that we are here with this Cowboy team, and not just that we're like I said, they're a 64-yard field goal away from being 0-3 and having back-to-back losses to the crummy Giants and the crummy Bears.
Yeah, the Giants were the Giants we played were the team you saw yesterday, and they made that team look great.
And there was a lot of optimism about the Cowboys after that Giants win. And I didn't really understand why. I said I felt better about the close loss against the Eagles than I did about a close win over the Giants.
Well, the Cowboys hung. They scored 40 points on a very good defense that we thought. And so, I mean, you take away what we thought the Cowboys were going to have to do all year was
Russell
score
Wilson
40
threw
points.
for 450 yards.
But we knew the Cowboys, at least we saw over the first two games, the offense was capable of moving the ball and scoring. We knew the defense was going to be a shambles. But we assumed that this offense was capable of a touchdown a quarter. 28 points at the minimum.
Well, at least against the Bears.
Well, you need 35 at minimum to win. But we knew you were capable of 28. plus a couple of long field goals, now you go, well, that's not even a thing. We knew the defense was going to suck.
Well, Jerry said they asked Jerry if he still thinks this is a playoff team. Here's Jerry Jones on the Cowboys.
I will tell you, yes. And it's because you saw number 4 out there today, and you saw what I think we're capable of doing in the running game, and that type of deal. So, yes, I fully do. Now, we've got to, as we evolve toward the playoffs, we've got to get better defensively, certainly.
I got news, Jerry. Number 4 didn't look all that good. He gave the ball away a couple times.
No, one of them wasn't his fault. The other one, flat on you. You lose CD.
Then Joe Milton came in and did his best impersonation.
The thing about Dak is he's so temperamental. He lost CD and he just the moment CD left the game, I knew all hope was lost because he has to have his security blanket, and CD is his. And then once CD was gone, his security became Fergie and the check down, which is no answer for offense. The check down.
Yeah,
Fergie had a lot of open passes. That's fine between the 20s. A lot of check downs. Pickens is a distant number 2 wide receiver. That's just all he is. We have to accept the fact that, 1, that's kind of where he is, and 2, Dak is never going to give him a chance. He's never going to force him the ball.
Dude, yesterday, even in a game where I thought, okay, they've got to step on the gas, it was all dink and dunk to Jake Ferguson all day, and the Bears were clearly like, okay.
Well, yeah, we'll happily give you this. And, yeah, Fergie's having a good time, but that offense just – it got lost in the check down easy stuff. And that's on OC and that's on head coach. That's on them. You're going to have to look beyond. You're going to have to do something. But it's hard for me to get too mad because if he waited any longer, he was going to get hit. Yeah. So Dak had his issues, but some of it was, play calling. Others, bad mistakes, just poor passes. He was not accurate yesterday.
Ghost Killer says, go ahead, AJ, talk bad about Caleb this morning. Looked way better than Dak. He did look way better than Dak, but also Caleb got to play against the Cowboys defense. Caleb got sacked 0 times. I think for the first time in his career, didn't take a sack.
That's got to be.
And had more touchdown passes than he did in the first 2 games combined.
He's so naturally gifted. You're gonna have.
But he's. It's real easy when you're playing against.
Yeah, you're going to have to put some pressure on him. Now, we know the kid can spin it. There's never been any question about his ability to get the ball from A to B. That we knew that. It was the decision-making to get there and everything else involved with being a great quarterback. And the Cowboys just handed it to him on a silver platter.
They did. They didn't make it more hard.
Stand around and take your time, brother. And when you do want to run, we're not going to spy you either. So have yourself a day.
But you know what? Credit where it's due. He didn't throw it away yesterday, and I've seen him throw it away plenty of times. So good on him. For taking advantage of it. But I put this game way more on if I'm a Bears fan, I guess I feel decent about this, but this is almost like Arch flexing on Sam Houston State kid. It's like stealing a handicapped parking spot from an old lady and then flexing on her. I don't know. If it makes you feel good, all right.
Look at the teams that the Cowboys just played and see what happened to them the week after. It's fool's gold. What you did against the Cowboys is fool's gold. It ain't real. You beat a JV team. And the Giants were brought back to earth real fast. Real fast.
Well, is there a fix in your mind for this Cowboys team? Obviously, I disagree with what Jerry said about them being a playoff team. I think that's pie in the sky. But do you think there's a fix where this team can –
Well, nothing's changed.
Can get respectable.
Well, nothing has changed. If they can score 35 points a game, they're going to be in it. That's all you can hope for. This defense, there is no help coming over. What do you think's going to change? Trayvon's suddenly going to get healthy and better. Deron Bland's foot's going to suddenly get better. Jadeveon Clowney makes a huge impact on the blitz game or on the pass rush game. None of that's coming around the corner. Only thing that the Cowboys can do, we said this before, we'll continue to say it, is score 35 to 40 points a game. And if they do that, we'll have a fun, if not competitive season. I mean, they're doomed. This is not a good football team. They're exactly what you thought they were the moment they traded Micah Parsons.
All right, when we come back, I'm going to give you an updated number on the Cowboys that you might find interesting. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Fall Golf Classic is sold out, but the The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Our needs are different. Big Wireless wants us in an unlimited plan, but if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on affordable, reliable plans, including data that suits your needs, not ours. Our plans start at just $20, and you'll get the best customer service in the business.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
NCE General Contractors, based in San Antonio, is one of the fastest growing nationwide general contractors with a focus on commercial new construction, design build projects, building renovations, tenant finish outs, site upgrades, and building maintenance. NCE President Brian Ehrlich's a former Madison quarterback and proud to support high school football in San Antonio, building relationships first and buildings that last. Learn more about NCE General Contractors online at ncegc.co. That's ncegc.co.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
In sports, it's the dream team. And if your car is out of warranty, there's a team for that as well. You, the driver, your mechanic, and Endurance to pay for the repair bills. I'm Danica Patrick. In the past 5 years, auto repair costs have gone up over 36%. And if your manufacturer's warranty is expired, you'll have to cover it all. With an Endurance auto protection plan, no matter what the mileage, if your car is under 20 years old, Endurance can get you covered on the engine, electrical system, transmission, AC, and more. Endurance has plans for any budget. Repairs can be done by the certified mechanic of your choice. Plans cover 24/7 towing, battery jumps, fuel deliveries, tire changes, and lockout services. Act now and get the benefits of our Elite Plan, a $2,000 value at no extra cost. With Endurance, you could never pay for covered auto repairs again. So call now for your free quote.
Call 800-454-4558. That's 800-454-4558. 800-454-4558.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team,
and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff.
Now we can chill, Mom.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. A little too strong. Oh, this is Rob's favorite.
It is.
He's older than us. Right? I don't know what. You like this one, Rob?
Did she just say whiskey all night?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're so gorgeous. Can't say anything to your face. 'Cause look at your face, Rob. And I'm so furious. I feel making me feel this way. But what can I say? You're gorgeous. Oh, that's
Sorry,
not
Rob.
that's not the Cowboys talking to Tyler Guyton or I'm Rob, I'm not a big I told you so guy. Just kidding, I kind of am.
No, you are.
Kyer Elam is a door dasher.
Well,
he should not be in the NFL.
Well,
he should be delivering my cold chicken wings.
Okay, yes.
Wow.
But, Trayvon Diggs, I know he ain't what he was. But now he's a victim.
Yep.
Can we look at the scheme maybe for a second? I'm trying to figure out how things. Again, I
What I
know
do
that
know
they're operating with no pass rush, so they got to be. Everybody's on an island if you're not in the zone. So I understand they're in a tough situation.
I feel like the safeties were better last year, and now it's like with them being even worse. Somehow it's like everything else is just going awry.
So no, you're right. Elam is another victim, leading the league in give ups, and then you got leading the league in deep touchdowns. That would be Trayvon Diggs. So yes, they're equally bad, but at what point do we look at scheme and go, at least let's try to put them in a situation or a position where they might have a chance at being successful?
Yeah, I don't know what the fix is, to be honest. They are a disaster, and now they have made two quarterbacks who have not looked good in years. Both have career days in back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
Really, really embarrassing situation.
And I think it's easy to be mad at Eberflus, but, it's also Jimmy's and Joe's. There just isn't a whole lot of talent there. There's just not a lot in the front seven that you can point at and go, man, I'm proud of those guys. There's just not.
The Cowboys, what do you think the Cowboys win total is right now? Like their live win total. How many Vegas thinks the Cowboys are going to win?
If I was a 6?
The Cowboys have the same win total at DraftKings as the Cincinnati Bengals.
And this is adjusted after Burrow.
After Burrow.
Right.
And the Cleveland Browns.
Browns are better.
6.5 wins is the expectation. 6.5.
I'd like to think that, again, the offense can find their depth. CD will be fine. They'll be able to run the football and score, like I keep saying. But you get to the point where so many things have to go right that it can't. So you're going to have to rely on the ineptitude of other teams for you to get a win because you're not capable of just doing it on your own.
Cowboys to make the playoffs now, plus 450 to make the playoffs.
Hey, they're a playoff team.
Yeah, I don't feel good about it. All right, we'll keep talking Cowboys. We'll talk the rest of the NFL as well. Morning Huddle 94.1.
This is the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends 11/1. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
Synergenics and Low T Center, your TRT MVPs. Want to get fit like an MVP? Book a free TRT consultation and automatically be entered for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to a game. Winners selected every week. Book now, TRTMVP.com.
At Frost, we go above and beyond with our services, like getting to know our customers by name, offering 24/7 real human phone support, and always keeping a supply of treats for our four-legged friends. You know, the little things. Like when a customer was out of town before a hurricane and their Frost banker drove all the way to Corpus Christi to tie their boat down. We couldn't make that up if we tried. Frost. Exactly what you unexpected.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat.
Yeah! With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
You work hard to provide for yourself and your family, and that's why identity theft is so scary. Not only does it pose a threat to your financial well-being, everything you've worked so hard for, but it's also a danger to your family. Even children can be victims. It's not their money thieves go after, obviously, but their social security number. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Act now and save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Still working that stall at 151 westbound, the on-ramp from Ingram blocked. 90 eastbound, 211 to 410. That's starting to fill in and slow down now, about a 10, 12-minute ride. Should take you about 25 minutes on 1604 westbound, I-10 to 281. That's starting to fill in. Also a 15-minute ride, 1604 northbound, I-10 on over to 35. 35 northbound, Loop 410, 1604, 5-6 minutes. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys were blown out yesterday in the Windy City as the Bears took it easily 31-14. Cowboys fell to 1-2 on the season. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb left the game early with an ankle injury, while cornerback Trayvon Diggs suffered a shoulder injury in the loss. Tonight on Monday Night Football, we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions, a game you can catch live right here. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This SportsCenter update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Oh, I got big news. I've got big news.
What happened?
Our game. Name that stat.
Yeah.
We've got a tie.
It came close. Over and under.
Yeah, within a yard.
Yep. Michael Alcoces.
I believe so.
And Justin Collier. Michael said 54 yards. Justin said 52 yards.
And
Brandon Aubrey said, I'm going to kick a 53-yarder.
Yeah, he knew what he was
53-yarder.
Wow.
We clearly delineated over-under. It doesn't matter. So
Yep.
the tiebreaker is
We're going to spin a wheel. And you know what? We'll do that in the next segment. Everyone be ready. I'll have the wheel of fortune ready. It will have 2 names on it. It will have Michael's name and Justin's name. And whoever is the winner of that, just a random wheel spin. Imagine that. But it's also kind of like The Price is Right. They spin the big wheel.
Yeah, and
so that's what we'll do. We'll make it. We'll spin the big wheel. We'll spin the big wheel on the stat is right. Yep, that's right,
see
man.
Green Bay.
That's what it all boils down to.
Sunday night.
DVS says make them arm wrestle for the win.
Now, I'm always about feats of strength to win something. But
Or maybe
a 40-yard dash.
Maybe an old-fashioned take 10 paces, turn around, and draw.
Whatever it takes. But unfortunately, that would involve
have them kick a field goal.
Well, it involved getting a hold of them and having them show up. And by
There's
that time,
a lot
I'm not
to do
going to
there.
care anymore.
Yeah. There's a
Now
lot.
we can put a goalpost in the parking lot.
Yeah, I care now, but after a while, I really don't.
Well, I'll care enough to create a wheel in the next break and spin
I'm
it.
all in for the next 15 minutes. Then I got other stuff to do.
I'll spin it, and then that'll be that.
Because I know I'm not in it to win it.
That's right. That will be that. I guess we'll get back to the Cowboys a little bit later in the program. We'll play some sound from Dak and from Coach Schottenheimer a little bit later in the program. I guess let's take a look around the rest of the NFL and see who didn't blow it. It was so nice. I felt like a king in the castle yesterday. With my team sitting at 3-0 and not
already having played,
not having to deal with the stress of playing. It's nice when your team plays Thursday night football
and wins.
Yeah, when they win.
Wins,
Yeah. We mentioned the Texans' struggles. The Jags beat the Texans 17-10, and I think that C.J. Stroud's feeling pressure. I know Nick Caley's feeling pressure. I know now DeMeco Ryans is feeling pressure. I think the sad truth is they're just not very good.
No, they're not. They have not acquired enough talent to be where they thought they'd be.
And you can say, well, none of this is CJ's fault. Well, I mean,
yeah, but when you're talking $50 million is what he's going to be talking, you're going to have to lift your team, and it's just not.
That's what I say.
That
Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl with the worst offensive line in football.
So so we all know who you are now. Now the question is, will Houston admit to themselves who CJ is? Will they admit that, you know what? And will CJ accept the fact that you're an average to high average quarterback with help?
And that time is coming. And now they at least I guess on the bright side, they are tied in the standings with the Tennessee Titans. So and someone's got to win that game next week. So there's at least a chance. And by the way, the Texans, let me know if you're interested in playing the Texans as 7.5-point favorites.
Dude, I wouldn't touch that.
You got to be out of your mind.
Oh my God.
You got to be out of your mind to bet the Texans laying 7.5 points, even against the Titans. I don't care how bad the Titans are. The Texans are not a team I'm looking to back. Their offense is a joke.
So given that, the Titans, they're not that bad. I mean, it's not like they're not good. I won't give them that. But they're not just roll over and die. This is what cures all the Texans' problems. This is a team that probably looking at Houston right now going, we got us a chance.
And the Jags, it's not like the Jags played great. They did enough to get the job done.
That's the worst part of the loss.
They're 2-1.
Is that Jacksonville ain't that good.
No.
If they're a really good team, you go, well, yeah, we lost to a better team. But they were evenly staffed. And Jacksonville just played less bad.
Yeah.
And that's the worst kind of loss. When you lose to a team who wasn't very good, they just better than you.
Well, in the discussion for worst 3-0 team, the Indianapolis Colts get a 41-20 win over the Titans.
What's it going to take to believe in them? What's it going to take where everybody goes, uh-oh?
Well, 2 of their 3 wins have come against the Dolphins and the Titans.
I know. So at what point are we still discounting them?
Well, what's funny is they're at the Rams next week. You go out if you compete against the Rams. I'm going to have to start taking them seriously. Certainly. But listen, man, they're 3-0 in a division where the perceived favorite is 0-3.
I was going to say, have they already mathematically won it?
The Texans are in a lot of trouble. The game that probably murdered survivor pools this week, the Cleveland Browns get a 13-10 win over the Packers. There was a lot of people on the Brigade Bar last week when I said the Browns are all right. The Browns defense is good enough to keep them in this game. A lot of people poo-pooed me and said, come on, AJ, the Browns suck. The Browns do suck, but their defense is pretty legit. And they held that Packers team in check and hung around long enough to let the Packers give them the football game, basically, is what happened. They gave the football game away late. Browns score 0 points in the first 3 quarters and 13 in the last quarter to get the win.
It was
13-10 Browns.
I know that the Packers weren't looking forward to the Cowboys. I know that's not the case.
No.
But they certainly weren't focused on the Browns.
Well, it's also the Packers went 2-0.
Right.
And we said there were people saying, "Oh, well,
they're the best team in football. They were the best team I had seen play."
Dude, we got to it's small samples.
Right. And then they roll in looking like that. Which tells me, yes, Cleveland came to play football on defense. They hit you. They're going to be there all day long because they know they got to be there all day long. And they wore Green Bay out. They just beat them up on the road. Just beat them up. And even with the beating that Green Bay took, they still should have won that football game. So I think that, one, I know that Green Bay ain't everything I thought they were, that they can be knocked off their offense.
Yeah.
You can physically take them out of their game if you attack them. But two, the Cowboys are certainly what ails you. I think Green Bay's looking forward to a weekend of a deep threat balls. Jordan Love gets to add about 4 or 5 yards to his yards per attempt.
The NFL version of Indiana versus Illinois this week was Minnesota and Cincinnati. And this is where we saw that the drop-off from J.J. McCarthy to Carson Wentz is less than the drop-off from Joe Burrow to Jake Browning. 48-10 Minnesota. This was maybe the most lopsided game we'll see all year. The scoreboard is what there might be a team that wins by more than 38 this year, but this game was not competitive. Even in the least, if you said, well, what were they close anywhere? No, this was an absolute just dog stomping.
By the way, his name is Ty Felton.
That's a made-up person.
Just remember that name because he returned 2 kicks on you.
5 turnovers for the Bengals. If you lose, I'm not a math major, but if you lose the turnover battle 5-0, I think you're going to lose a lot of football games.
I feel bad for the Bengals, but not that bad.
I don't.
You know what I mean? I really don't feel bad for the situation they find themselves in.
This is how you built your team.
You did it to yourself, and we all told you, don't do this. This is going to ruin you.
Yeah.
And it did. Like you said, we don't want to be I told you so guys, but dude, you did this to yourself.
How much is T. Higgins helping you now?
Yeah, man.
T. Higgins.
So go ahead and reap what you sow and enjoy this season because, you got exactly what you deserve.
Steelers get a 21-14 win in New England, the first time Aaron Rodgers ever won a football match in Foxborough. It was a gross game to watch. Both those teams stink. I'm not taking anything away from it. But here, as we sit, Steelers are 2-1, and what do the Steelers always do? They find a way to win more games than they lose, and may be able to do it once again.
1 second on what that game when it was over. I heard Herm
Edwards
saying, he's here to win playoff games, and you know what? I so much agree with that. But to get to the playoffs, he's here. Just don't screw it up.
Yeah.
Just don't make a mistake, Aaron. Don't be a gunslinger. Just dink and dunk, and we'll keep you close.
Well, the Steelers' defense actually showed up for once.
Yeah.
I mean, they were so bad the first 2 weeks. They were the worst defense in the league through 2 weeks.
I think
even worse than the Cowboys through 2 weeks.
And I think it's more a reflection on New England. May is a decent dude getting better, but there's just nothing there.
He doesn't have a lot to work with. Eagles-Rams, man, that game, the Rams, and I kind of felt, listen, man, I was heavily invested in Rams plus 3.5. I feel like it was a bad beat, but I also at the same time, the Rams, while most of the game they were kind of kicking their ass, they kept having to settle for field goals. And I said, this is going to bite you eventually. You don't beat good teams by kicking 5 field goals. Very difficult to do, and sure enough, eventually it bit them. You keep kicking field goals on the road, eventually it's going to bite you, and it bit them. So Eagles get a 33-26 win, but I'm not convinced today that the Eagles are better than the Rams. Are you?
No, but there's something we talked about the comparisons to last year's Kansas City team. And, I felt the same way last year with Kansas City. But at some point, it goes from, man, you're living lucky. You're just doing it, just getting by, to you're just able to do it. You just know how to win football games. It isn't pretty. It's not about stats or anything like that. Then you become inevitable. Like if they're within 14 in the fourth, inevitability strikes and teams clinch up and they go into prevents and they do the dumb things that give away games. And it just feels like, no, Philadelphia, they ain't great, but they're inevitable. Well, and that's just about as good,
I'll give you another one that feels very similar is the Tampa Bay Bucks, who keep finding a way to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Get a 29-27 win against the Jets. And it took some doing, but they get the job done and looked like they were going to blow a massive lead. Oh, man.
The thing about Tampa is they are they're so much more as the sum of their parts. Because the individual parts, there just ain't that much. And then you combine that with them wearing the Sherberts. And whenever I see that color in Tampa, I just think that team's going to suck. When I see that color, and they did suck. They looked awful until Baker started running the ball, and the cape came out. Man, every week I'm my next dog I'm naming Baker. I'm a huge fan right now of this guy.
Here's what I know: even if the Bucks aren't good, and I still don't think the Bucks are very good.
No.
What I did learn this weekend is their division is so bad. The Falcons, are you kidding me?
You gave up
30-0?
So what do you do? That's worth a whole segment.
Oh, well, you know what? Yeah, we'll get there. We'll talk that game a little more coming up next. I'm going to spin the wheel for somebody. We're going to have either who was it, Michael, or who's the other guy? I've lost my sheet now.
Justin.
Michael or Justin is going to win tickets to the Cowboys-Packers game. We'll do that, and we'll talk about the rest of the NFL games. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You know what I did this weekend while I was watching football? What do I always do when I'm watching football, Rob? You've done it with me a couple times now. Drank some Carbach. That's right, baby. Spent my time drinking some Carbach this weekend. Had myself a great time. Hell, we went to a charity event on Friday night.
Yeah, Hyatt Hill Country had some Carbach.
They had some Carbach for us there, baby. Hopadillo in cans. Makes everything a little bit better, and that's the great thing about Carbach. Even if you're going to be able to find it. You're going to be able to find it all over town. Obviously, in the grocery stores and liquor stores, they're going to have plenty of it. But at bars and restaurants as well, even fancy schmancy events like Rob and I went to, they're going to have some Carbach there waiting for you. So it's Monday Night Football. We still got time on the clock. If you're going out tonight, you're going to be drinking some beer. Why not elevate your game? Try the Love Street. Try the Hopadillo. Try the Crawford Bach. Whatever it is, you're probably going to love it. So when you're out watching the games, go ahead and ask your bartender to please make it a Carbach.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Stop wasting money on hard water costs. Go get yourself a Connecticut water system. It's one of the few household appliances that pays for itself. These things are quiet, efficient, reliable, and non-electric. But the best part is you'll save money when you own a Connecticut water softener. Connecticut water softeners are specifically designed to solve virtually any water problem you may have. Living in the hill country, you folks have some serious hard water that costs you major money in cleaning supplies and wear and tear on your appliances. Plus, Connecticut water softeners are guaranteed to remove more impurities and perform more efficiently with lower lifetime costs than any other softener on the market. So, for the best water softener in the business and to save money, call Connecticut today. 656-PURE. That's 656-PURE or ConnecticutSA.com.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you tried online gaming. Who knew 12-year-old boys could be so mean? And where did they learn to swear like that? 2 hours of losing to these underage trash talkers, and you're starting to question if maybe you really should stick to pickleball and other boomer stuff. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you...
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're dedicated to serving people 50 and up like me. Our needs are different. Big Wireless wants us in an unlimited plan, but if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on affordable, reliable plans, including data that suits your needs, not ours. Our plans start at just $20, and you'll get the best customer service in the business.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
Beth, you're in charge of ordering the tacos for the meeting today, yeah?
I'm not going to order the tacos.
What?
I'm going to Easy Cater the tacos. With Easy Cater, you can order from a huge variety of restaurants, track expenses, and save time.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, you're emailing the meeting notes, right?
No, I'm going to easy mail them. Where's my music?
Sorry, Ben. There's no Easy Cater for that.
Easy Cater, the easy way to order food for work. Order now at easycater.com.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, your go-to for saltwater disposal and pump repairs, on-site service 24/7, parts on hand, and full pump packages ready to roll. Call L&S 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and respect. A firm backed by a track record of success and a commitment to our clients. If you've been injured, trust Thomas J. Henry. San Antonio, Texas.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Yeah, I mentioned survival pools probably in shambles. I'm good, though. Thank you, Seahawks. But if most people, I think the two most picked teams this week were the Green Bay Packers over the Browns and the Atlanta Falcons over the Carolina Panthers.
I had not in a survivor pool, but I did have the Falcons at least covering.
Yeah, I don't. I thought the Falcons would cover too, but if I'm playing a survivor pool, especially one for any real amount of money, I am doing everything I can not to choose a road team. Ever. Yeah. Like that's all. But the Packers and the Falcons, both road teams, both got a ton of support this weekend.
It's Carolina,
and I know that's what it's easy, and it's Cleveland. I know. The Falcons, though, they might just suck. This Michael Penix, the Falcons are in a weird spot because they've now committed to Michael Penix, and they got to look over and they see Kirk Cousins, and they're paying him $45 million. $45 million to stand over there and hold a clipboard. That's a lot of money.
Well, they've been hoping for a quarterback to be destroyed on a team that felt like they were playoff bound.
Yeah.
And Cincinnati lost theirs, but I think once they realized they lost Burrow, there was no hope. Kirk Cousins wasn't going to save any of that. So now they're stuck, and you've got this. He's an asset. I'm not sure, and he's a depreciating asset, but he's still an asset. And an asset that's depreciating, that you don't take its value, either you take it as a tax write-off or whatever, it's just a money suck. Now all you have is this money suck standing on the sideline. I can't imagine Kirk Cousins is ever the quarterback of Atlanta again for the long term.
I can't either. But
I do see him getting a start here in the next 2 weeks.
Because this is the thing. While you can't blatantly say, Michael Penix, you're benched because you've kind of committed him, what you can do is say, oh, you're hurt.
Or, yeah, you're hurt. We're going to give you some cover, but what you
time
need to
for a
see
reset
is watch the game from above and just start seeing some things that you're not seeing.
Yeah.
And treat it that way. Because Cousins isn't – you've already told us what you're doing with him. And I think it might help if you get out there and he does look good. I mean, I don't care if I've got a quarterback controversy in Atlanta. I got all kinds of problems.
Yeah.
You know what? That's just one other thing.
The bottom
but
line.
I can't let this asset just stand on the sidelines while I'm losing 30-0 to the worst team in football.
The Washington Commanders get a 41-24 win over the Raiders. This was a weird game, although Marcus Mariota looked okay. I think the Commanders did the right thing by not pushing Jaden Daniels. It helps when you get 6.3 yards per carry on the ground, despite having
which was the
not
surprise.
really any good running backs.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Jeremy McNichols, 4 carries for 78. That'll up your and also Mariota ran the ball well. The Raiders are pretty Raidery. Geno Smith, when you look at his final stats, you go, 19 of 29, 289 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. I'll take that.
It wasn't terrible. Just not very good.
The Raiders' offense was fine. The defense just got lit up by a team that shouldn't be lighting you up like that with their backup quarterback.
There was just a lot of enthusiasm. And Mariota, as long as you don't rely on him to do anything to where it might make him want to quit again.
Yeah.
But other than that, he was mobile and did the right kind of stuff. They just didn't have to be that good yesterday.
No.
It just struck me as they just needed to come out and just follow directions and you're going to win.
All right. I've talked about 3-0 teams like the Colts. Are the Colts good? Are the Bucks good? I don't know. Are the 49ers good?
Well,
I don't think they are.
They've got good guys. I don't know if they're a good team, but they've got good players that make good plays at the right time. That's normally enough unless you're playing a really good team.
They eked one out last week against the New Orleans Saints. This week they eke one out against the Arizona Cardinals, 16-15. They lose Nick Bosa. Look, the 49ers' entire training staff, I think we're going to find out one day. You know how there's the stories about nurses who are actually serial killers, and it's this whole time we thought they were trying to save people, they're just killing people. The 49ers training staff is secretly how's that feel, Christian McCaffrey, and just snapping his leg, tiny snaps he can't feel at the time, but then it breaks later. That's what I think the 49ers training staff is doing. But Mac Jones does enough to get the job done, and even worse for Arizona. James Conner has a disgusting ankle injury and is done for the season.
I can't imagine any time. Arizona gave them the game. They played so badly, and we're still there.
Neither team was good.
Yeah.
But one team had Mac Jones playing quarterback, and the other had Kyler Murray.
And the thing about that was I can't tell the difference between Mac Jones and Brock Purdy.
There's not much difference.
I'm serious. I'm not trying to make a joke. They look alike. They play alike.
Yeah.
It's the same offense.
That's why I said, why are they paying Brock Purdy?
You look at what they got and go, well, that's the same guy. It feels like Brock Purdy, just, a little bit older version of the guy, showed up and does just the right things. Not a lot of great things, just the right things. And they had enough talent around them to win them. I'll say this. I don't think San Francisco this isn't going to bode well for them.
They are not a contender.
Yeah, they're really not.
But they're 3-0. They're leading their division.
Yeah, they are. But they're doing it with gauze pads and 3-in-1 oil. There's no depth there. At some point, this is all going to come back and haunt them.
Also 3-0, leading their division now with a 2-game lead on everyone in their division. the Los Angeles Chargers with a 23-20 win over the Denver Broncos.
Good win.
Justin Herbert with another 300-yard passing day. Omarion Hampton, 70 yards on the ground, 59 through the air. The downside for the Chargers, though, blown Achilles for Najee Harris.
Yeah, they're not going to miss him. I had him on my fantasy team.
You're not missing much, huh?
That's a good win against a good team, and they did it in Charger fashion.
It is, although I'm not sure how good Denver is.
Oh, they're a good team. They're not a great team. They're good. They play good defense.
I think we're starting to see Bo Nix has real limitations.
Yeah, he's an average quarterback that is going to be propped up by great play calling. So that's a good football team. Denver's not great, but that's a good win for the Chargers. That's kind of win they needed.
Chargers now, like I said, 3-0 and headed to play the Giants, so pretty much 4-0.
Yeah, and they do it. They do it in methodical, Harbaugh ways. The score was close, but I never really felt like the Chargers were in trouble.
No,
they just pound the ball down. O'Marion's got the guy that they drafted. Finally, we were talking about him last week.
Yeah.
Like, when is he going to break free? Just smooth and easy. And the best thing that ever happened to quarterback to Herbert was to take some responsibility off his plate. Just make the good throw. You don't even have to make great throws, and your guys are going to be open.
Seahawks obliterate the New Orleans Saints 44-13. What's crazy is the Seahawks took their foot off the gas in that game. They only scored 6 points in the second half. It could have been way worse. The Saints are dreadful. They are really like embarrassingly bad.
And now it's going to become intentional.
I think so too.
So it's going to be bad for the rest of the year.
And then the Chiefs get a 22-9 win on Sunday Night Football over the New York Giants, who were hapless once again. The Giants are in discussion with the Saints for worst team in the league. The Giants are pathetic,
and I think Russell's done. I think
it's crazy. A week after he threw for 450 yards, now fans were booing him off the field.
Now you're 0-3. Now you get to the point of what are we doing here? What are we doing here? My fans want to see him. We're not any good without him. So what do we got?
Russ will play one more game.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you.
Russ will play the Chargers next week. The game after that is a game against the New Orleans Saints. If you're going to throw a Jackson Dart in there and say, "Hey, you're gonna play one here," that's the time to do it.
Why do you think that? Why is Daboll running him in for these package plays? Why on earth would you do that?
I don't really know.
I don't get that. I understand you want to get some reps, but all you're doing is sowing dissension. All you're doing is you're just creating a problem where you got enough problems. Why are you creating another one?
Actually, as I look at it here, I think probably the time where the Giants will switch to Jackson Dart.
When's the bye week?
They get Chargers, then Saints, and then the Eagles. Because after the Saints, they play on Thursday night against the Eagles. So that would be a 4-day. But
why? I don't know why you'd wait.
After that Eagles game, you have 10 days because you've got the built-in mini bye. I think that's when Jackson Dart probably comes in.
I can't imagine waiting that long. I mean, you're going to lose regardless. Maybe you don't want to just destroy this kid's confidence, but I tell you this, against the Saints, he's going to get half the reps. I'm going to make sure he's playing. It's over. You got your fans already jumping on you. You're done as the head coach. And not only are you done, the dude you let go is ripping the league up.
Yeah.
So it's over for you too, brother.
Yeah, their bye isn't until
I can't wait.
No, it's like a week 14 bye.
See, maybe they can wait until they get the 10 days. This yesterday was so because eventually you're going to get neighbors starting to get cranky.
Yeah.
Your best player is going to start getting mad.
Who's gone first, McDaniel or Daboll?
That is a great question. What owner came out and gave the worst possible news to McDaniel that he liked him? You got the vote of confidence. That's the worst thing you want to hear.
Also, Dolphins, their next two games are Jets and Panthers. 4 of their next 5, Jets, Panthers, Browns, Falcons. I mean, the Dolphins could be 500 in Week 8, which is crazy, but it's entirely possible.
If they do it, it won't be with Tua. I can tell you that.
Oh, well. All right, let's. Oh, it's time before we hit our break.
Oh yeah, let's give these away.
We got to spin the wheel. Okay, Vic, you ready to zoom in on me here? All right, I've got 2 names on here. Well, actually, there's technically 6 names on the, but it's the same names 3 times each. I just thought it'd be better than just having a wheel cut in half. But it's time to spin the big wheel. Whoever this lands on, because they were tied on the stat is right, Brandon Aubrey's longest field goal, 53 yards. Michael said, I go 54. Justin said, I go 52. Well, that's we're right in the middle. How can we decide it? We could wrestle. That'd be fun. But instead, we're just going to spin the wheel. So here we go. This is for the tickets to the Cowboys-Packers game. We should ask if one of these guys is a Packers fan. He might want to go. A Cowboy fan may pass on this game. Here we go. And the winner is... it's Justin! Wow. Justin C. Justin Collier, you are the winner. Congratulations.
That much.
God, it looked like Michael had it.
I thought it just eased on in there.
It slipped away.
Michael didn't say his prayers.
Slipped away. Let's see. Automatic says, seems like there's a lot of bad teams to start the season. A lot of question marks. No one really highlighting that they're dominant. Not even the $3 bills that played powder puff teams.
Baltimore's not powder puff, but I'll agree that there is no Death Star out there.
There is not a team that's like a juggernaut. I agree with that. I don't think anybody's like world beaters. So
there's a lot of good teams. And, the problem was this weekend, good teams played good teams. So some of the good teams didn't look so good, even though they are kind of good.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. There's certainly – it's the same as college football, by the way. I don't know that there's anybody who's like, whoa, who's going to beat that team? I
think we'll have an idea. We'll get closer next week because I have one kind of hovering.
Gun to head today, I still think the Baltimore Ravens are the best team in the league. Like, if we're playing on a neutral field, I would pick the Ravens over anybody else on a neutral field.
Most talented, yes. I'm you know what? No, I can't go Baltimore because that defense has got to be a little bit better.
But you're going to find flaws in every team.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I don't have one. A week ago today, it was Green Bay, but I can't put Green Bay there.
It's certainly not. I mean, and
then there's Philly.
They're getting the job done, but I don't think that team's not. I mean, they're very beatable. So, yeah, it is. It's a weird.
Is it a good thing for the league?
Absolutely.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate the competitiveness, but I also appreciate when there's this team that everybody's looking to catch, where everybody knows what the standard is. What is it going to take to win them? And we don't have that. What's the standard yet? I don't know what that is yet.
I don't know either. All right, let's hit a break. We'll come back, wrap up the second hour of the program, and then we'll early in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to get to some sound. We're going to get to some sound from Coach Schottenheimer and some sound from a morose Dak Prescott.
Well, he should be. And Eddie, how about a winning coach? And Coach Traylor joined us today too. Nice win. Up in the altitudes of Colorado.
Yeah, so it wasn't all bad news around these parts. There was some good things, guys. It's football season and temperatures are a little bit cooler, and that means it's football season, and you're all about staying in the game. You're trying to stay in the game. Well, it's the same thing in oil and gas. You are trying to stay in the game. I know I worked in oil and gas. When I got out of the Army, I worked offshore on an oil rig, and I know the worst thing that can happen is a shutdown. I guess the worst thing that could happen would be like an explosion. But if at least then the company man's not coming outside and yelling at you because he exploded. But when the company man comes outside and says, "Why the hell aren't we running?" and you guys say, "Yeah, our pump's down, and it's going to be a while. We got to wait a couple days for the part to get here." That's why L&S is so valuable if you work in oil and gas. L&S Pump Repair, they are your home team, specializing in everything from saltwater disposal pumps to heavy-duty H pumps, 24/7 on-site service, stocked parts so you're not waiting around letting money fly out the window while you're waiting on parts. And, guys, they've got a flat-rate preventative maintenance, so it's going to keep you ahead of the game. And if you need a new package altogether, a new pump, they'll build it from scratch. They do that. If your pump's knocking or your flow's slow, call the trusted pros, L&S Pump Repair, 936-853-3810. That's 936-853-3810. Tell them AJ sent you. L&S Pump Repair Shop. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are starting to get more volume on the roadways. Almost a 30-minute ride on 1604 westbound I-10 to 281. On 410 southbound from 35 on over to I-10, about 10-12 minutes. 15-minute ride, 1604 northbound I-10 to 35 as you make your way through the Live Oak area. And on 35 northbound 1604 FM 1103, 6-7 minutes. Still working that stall at 151 westbound. The on-ramp from Ingram still blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
When I used to fight, I used to say that the work was all in the training camp, and then fight night was like when you got to have fun. Is that how you feel about football games, or is there too much stress to have fun?
No, man, you nailed it, man. If you can't have fun playing and coaching this game, man, you are in the wrong damn business. It's exactly what you said. You work your butt off during the week. Sunday at 12 noon, man, that's why we do this, man, to go out there in front of the home fans at AT&T. And if you can't have fun doing that, like I said, man, you need to check your heart rate.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bell Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by the Harlem Globetrotter. This isn't just a game. It's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be a part of a legacy that never stops. Be there when history is made. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
My name is Jessica. Years ago, I was diagnosed with a thyroid condition. I slept all the time, was fatigued, had no energy, and a bad attitude. Now I've lost 50 pounds and I'm still losing. My medications have been scaled back, my emotions are stable, and I have lots of energy. People at work say I'm happy, perky, and my husband says he's not walking on eggshells around me any longer. The Institute for Functional Health changed my life.
Call for your complimentary consultation, 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything, unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff.
Now we can chill, Mom.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, your go-to for saltwater disposal and pump repairs, on-site service 24/7, parts on hand, and full pump packages ready to roll. Call L&S 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
The Fall Golf The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
Too cute for words and too hot for TV. That's why they're on the radio. It's the Cowboys from Hell with your hosts, Axeman and the Bobcat. Take it away, boys, and try to keep it clean.
What a Cowboys from Hell. Good morning, everybody. Rob and AJ on a Monday. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Monday. Cowboy fan has a case of the Monday.
No, we had the scary Sunday scaries.
Oh, yeah, that's what I had.
Sunday
No, I
scaries.
didn't have them last night. Not last night because I was ready. I said, oh, man, what a weekend of football. I can't wait to talk to the people about it. A lot of that's one thing about me, Vic. What do people say to you all the time? Vic always, people talk to Vic all the time. They say, Vic,
yeah.
A lot of people know that I am very famous.
AJ, you become very famous.
Right. Thank you, Mr. President. And they say, Vic, what's AJ like? And you know what Vic always says? He's a man of the people.
Mm-hmm.
He is a man of the people.
He asks me all the time when I go to HEB and everything.
They say, like, what is he really? And Vic's just like, man, he's just like us, man.
He's
one
just
of
like
us.
us, except a Bills fan. But other than
He's
that,
one of us.
One of us, yeah.
He's one of us. And that's what I said, man, I can't wait to show up and talk to the people today.
Yeah.
And here I am. I didn't have to be here, but I'm here. I'm here. I kind of did have to be here.
There's the pay to play kind of stuff.
Yeah, I guess I did have to be here. But I wanted to. I wanted to be with my people. All right. We were talking about you were talking about right before we went to break, we were talking about the Chargers and them kind of like unlocking some things with Herbert. And Greg Roman is typically like a run offensive coordinator. I was looking at some stats. So last year the Chargers only threw 54% of the time, and on those, that's a pretty low pass rate for the NFL, and quite frankly, it's very low.
It's ironic that that's a low rate, but every OC you talk to, and within 2 sentences about their offense is balance, but none of them are balanced.
Now, the problem was when they did throw, they were not throwing the ball down the field.
Mm-hmm.
So they averaged 6.9 air yards per attempt, which is extremely low. This year, they are at a 67% pass rate, so 12% higher than they were last year. And their average, their air yards per attempt is at 12.1, almost double what it was last year. So they're chucking the ball down the field, and it's working.
Well, they've been trying to do this for years, it feels like. Go get giant wide receivers, get a strong-arm quarterback, and go downfield. Finally, they finally got a coach that can coach to the manpower that they've been acquiring. That one. And two, it certainly helps to open things up when you got a guy who can run the football.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, let's Before we get in, I want to play a little quick thing here with you. I want to ask you about the 6 unbeaten teams that are left in the NFL, and I want you to tell me, like, are they real or not real? And on the other side of this break, we're going to get into some Cowboy sound from Coach Schottenheimer and from Dak. We'll also get into some college football later. I mean, we got a lot to get into, so we're not going to jack around for very long. Are the Chargers for real, yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. Eagles, for real?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as real as a Super Bowl champ that's undefeated has ever been. I mean, yeah.
Bills, for real?
Yeah.
God, the Bills' schedule is so pathetic coming up. We might not know if the Bills are good for a while, to be honest, because, I mean, this is – they're playing, I see here, School for the Blind.
Well, they don't have – AJ, this is not about the regular season. And as soon as Taylor gets to the point where all we got to do is win playoff games, be healthy in December, January. Just everything between now and then is preparation. That's what the Bills are here to win a Super Bowl. So I don't care if they don't win no, they need to win, but I don't care how pretty they look. They're one of those teams like Philadelphia. They're here to win in February. And everything before then, all it matters is did we win and are we healthy?
Yeah.
And that's why I give Buffalo a bit more chance than you do, because I do believe that they're going to be better at the end of the year just because there's a lot of new dudes. And I think the passing game is going to improve. They don't have to look good. They don't need to prove anything to me. I don't care who you're playing. Just win. We'll talk in December.
Their schedule, but they play the Chiefs November 2nd at home, of course. The schedule that they've got between them and the Chiefs game, between now and the Chiefs game, Saints, who they'll have extra rest for, extra prep time
prep
for the
work
Saints.
For those guys.
Then they get the Patriots at home, at the Falcons, and then they get a bye week so they can have extra prep for at Panthers.
Fine. They don't have to prove anything to me. They don't have to beat a good team for me to believe they're good. I know you're good. You got the MVP. You got the best player in the world right now. Just be there in December. So this is perfect.
The best.
Perfect.
The schedule has one game on the road against a team that has a winning record right now all season. That's at Pittsburgh.
Can I warn you, Buffalo fan, you're going to lose a game that you shouldn't lose. You're going to lose maybe 2 of them because this schedule is set up. You got a lot of easy games, and the sky will not be falling. This is a team that just needs to be in the playoffs, and then they can do what they're supposed to do. Because this easy schedule, somebody's going to jump up and bite them in the ass. Somebody
will. Say there's their game. Obviously, the Chiefs game I think is going to be a test. Maybe that game against Tampa is going to be a test, a home game against Tampa. And then obviously they play the Eagles December 28th. That's going to be a good one. But they by the time they play the Eagles, that's week 16 or that's week 16. No, that's week 17. So it'll be their 16th game.
And I don't think it's going to matter to either team.
I don't know that they're going to care.
Right. So again, you just want to be healthy and ready to go in the playoffs, and ideally home field all the way through. But it wouldn't surprise me if over the next 5 weeks somebody jumped up and got Buffalo just because, they got a big-ass target on their back, and that's a good win for anybody. So
if they lose,
I'm not going to judge them if they do get – well, it depends on how they lose.
If they lose between now and Kansas City, I'll be shocked. These teams are just so dreadful.
They're so bad, but those are, 4 weeks of bad. It's hard to stay on the edge, So I'm not going to – I'll be upset, but again, this is a team that just needs to be functional and healthy in the playoffs. Just get there.
Tampa for real?
I want to believe it. I don't. There's just, at the end of the day, Jimmys and Joes matter, and there just isn't a whole lot of great talent there at Tampa. They're better than their talent says, and Baker's a superstar, but if they were at home in hosting a wild card or hosting a playoff game, I still probably wouldn't pick them, just because whoever they're playing probably has younger, faster, better stuff.
So far, they've eked out wins over the Falcons, the Texans, and the Jets.
Yeah.
They are +6 in point differential, which is the smallest of any 3-0 team in league history.
Just win, baby. Scoreboard by 6. Yeah, no, they're fun to watch. I'll give them that. And I'm a Baker fan, but no, I don't trust that team.
The Bucks have scored their winning points with 59 seconds, 6 seconds, and 0 seconds remaining on the game clock. Now, mind you, they've got a lot. I mean, they've got a lot of injuries. Their offensive line is decimated. Chris Godwin hasn't played. Mike Evans is now out for probably the foreseeable future. And we're about to find out Philly, Seattle, San Francisco, Detroit coming up on the schedule. We're about to learn a little more about them. What about those 49ers? Are the 49ers for real?
In that they know how to beat average to bad teams, they're for real. But are they a scary team to anybody that's good? No.
Indianapolis Colts?
I don't know, man. They might be. Taylor is a stud. Best
Colts,
back in the league.
The Colts were 8-9 last year with Anthony Richardson being a disaster. I don't know, man. All right. We'll hear from Dak and Shoddy on the other side. We'll talk some college as well. Morning Huddle 94.1.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by the Harlem Globetrotters. This isn't just a game. It's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be a part of a legacy that never stops. Be there when history is made. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com.
Hey, it's Rob Thompson here for Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. It is so good to be right. In Prize Picks, there's no better way to prove your knowledge than to play Prize Picks. And Dallas Cowboy fans, you know every game counts, so don't miss a moment of the action this season on Prize Picks. Make your picks on your favorite Cowboys every week and ride with the boys all season long. You got all kinds of play, all kinds of ways to go. Right now, Prize Picks is offering $50 in lineups. That's money you can play with. Use it and prove how good you are. Prize Picks. There's only one place to go. All you need to know is more or less. You can pick your players, you can pick your game, but we got the place for you. It's Prize Picks. And remember the code ALAMO. Alamo's the one you need. If you put that in there, use the code ALAMO for your $50 free play. That's $50 when you use the term ALAMO. You know the game. Go play it in the right place. That's Prize Picks. It's so good to be right, and you're always right when you head to Prize Picks. Go get it today. Download the app, use the code ALAMO, and you can come by and thank me later.
Hornitos Tequila and America's team have one major thing in common. Everyone can enjoy them. They weren't made just to have a few fans, but to gather people who love high-quality, real Texas football and premium fresh-pressed agave tequila. It's for all our fans. Whether you live in Texas or not, or sip your Hornitos in a Paloma or straight, it's 100% agave tequila for 100% of Dallas Cowboys fans. Hornitos, the tequila de todos. Drink smart. Hornitos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume. 2025 Salsa Tequila Import Company, Chicago, Illinois.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat. Yeah!
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff.
Now we can chill, Mom.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
When it comes to keeping your pumps running smooth, L&S Pump Repair has you covered. 24/7 on-site service for saltwater disposal and pump repairs. From Quintaplex to H-Pumps, they've got parts ready and the skills to get you back in the game fast. Need a whole new pump package? L&S builds custom skid packages too. Don't let knocking pumps or slow flow slow you down. Call L&S Pump Repair 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a trouble spot at 151 eastbound Potranco, accident right lane. This stall at 281 northbound Hildebrand. This is causing about a 10-12 minute delay, slow from 35. That stall is broken down in the left lane. I-10 eastbound WW White getting reports of an accident and definitely starting to slow down along 35 southbound FM 3009 on down to 410, and about a 15-minute ride 410 northbound South Cross on up to 35. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys were blown out yesterday in the Windy City as the Bears took it easily 31-14. Cowboys fell to 1-2 on the season. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb left the game early with an ankle injury, while cornerback Trayvon Diggs suffered a shoulder injury in the loss. Tonight on Monday Night Football, we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions, a game you can catch live right here. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, we're halfway there on a Monday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. A not-so-moral victory Monday. Just everything was terrible for the Cowboys on Sunday. Get your ass kicked by the Chicago Bears. There's no way to spin it as a positive thing.
No, there's nothing good came out of that.
On top of that, your best player got hurt. So, by the way, running a play that is just it's a stupid play call anyway.
Never run him again. The only edge player allowed to run the ball is Turpin.
That's it.
He's expendable. If we lost him, we'll just not return kicks. But dude, we lost our number one dude on a little jet sweep end around, and he trips over himself. And if you're hurt, if he can't play, and I'm not mad at CD, he was hurt. I saw that ankle. I'd rather you not be in full pad standing on the sidelines. Take off your pads. I don't want to keep thinking he's coming in. Yeah, there he is. He's standing on the sideline. He's coming in.
And listen, I give him a lot of credit because he tried to come back in, and it just wasn't going to happen.
I'm not mad at him. Just go in the locker room and be hurt. Just go away. I don't want to have anybody looking at him and going, oh, maybe he'll come in. Maybe that's all we need.
If you're on the Cowboys, do you feel like you walk out of that game demoralized?
Absolutely. It was a disgusting. The only benefit that I come out with is we can't play any worse. This was as bad as we can play.
Well, here's Shoddy. They asked him, do you think your team got demoralized out there?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think we didn't play well. And we didn't play well enough to win. And so that's why we're sitting here with a loss. And they converted third downs. We didn't. They protected the ball. We didn't. They hit explosives. We didn't. This game is one of the games that you look at it and you're like, yeah, I mean, it's humbling and it sucks, but we didn't play very good and got to play better to win in this league.
Well, yeah, I would say you've got to play better than that, which was quite frankly just a pathetic showing. I understand, like, you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, however you want to say it, but like it's the season. Like they can't act like the season's over, but you can also say, man, we've got some real issues here. Like, and now that we've seen, it's funny in the NFL, there's always overreactions, and even now, 3 games is just 3 games, and if the Cowboys win the next 3 games, we're suddenly going to go, oh, maybe they are pretty good. But in this 3-game snippet now, and you look at it and you go, man, the Cowboys should probably be 0-3, and they've played 2 of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Philadelphia's not.
I meant the Bears and the Giants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've played 2 of the worst teams. Like, how have the Bears and Giants looked when they haven't played the Cowboys?
Right.
Dreadful.
That's the most disheartening thing is they went and got on the plane, flying home. You look around the flight, you look around the team and go, well, yeah, that they could play better. That room, the line could play better, and the defensive line they could probably pressure a little bit better, and the defensive backs they could probably cover a little bit better. We could probably protect the ball. You start running into all these things that you did wrong, and then you start realizing we can't fix all of this. This is not all. We can fix 1 or 2 of these things, but we don't have enough time nor enough talent to fix every problem we've got.
There was a lot of discussion with Shoddy, a lot of questions asked about the secondary.
Same thing. Diggs slips down on the one. I mean, he just stumbles. The flea flicker, we're right there,
No, you weren't.
And it's like, whatever. But we
whatever.
A guy jumped
I don't like
one
that.
time on a low route, let the guy get in behind him on something. That can't happen. So, again, just can't happen. There's just too many big plays, and we know that. We addressed it. I don't shy. I told the guys this. I said, hey, here's the deal. I don't just talk to you guys after a game and just throw a bunch of coach speak at you. I'm going to be honest with them, and I was. I told them, like I just said. I said, hey, we got to stop giving up big plays, explosives, and we got to protect the football.
How would you handle this, AJ, as a coach? You come in and you have been beaten every possible way. Do you peel the paint? Do you just let them have it, rip into them? I told you this was coming. It was a bad week of practice, and you earned what you got? Or do you baby them through? Like, knowing full well, this is just the beginning. This was only Chicago. It's going to get worse.
Yeah. I would not baby anybody right now.
I don't know if I peel paint or just like, it's going to get worse. Everybody hold on. Let's soothe some egos, and because next week the post could be far worse. It's going to be at home against a good team.
Let's also, this is something to really think about. And when we start to talk about could it get worse than this, if I told you what game would the Cowboys be most prepared for on the defensive side of the football, it feels like, I don't know, the team that your defensive coordinator was the head coach of for the last 3 years. Like,
yes,
that seems like that guy should know every in and out of Chicago.
And we just took their best. We got a good defensive lineman to help. You have a better team than when you started at stopping the run.
Who has seen more of Caleb Williams' warts than Matt Eberflus? And to be embarrassed on the defensive side like that in a game where, first of all, Eberflus circled this game this had to be like, well, they fired you.
If he didn't, I hope his players had. I hope his players yeah, we got this one for you, coach. We're going to prove to them that it wasn't you, it was them.
Yeah.
No, they got their ass handed to them. They didn't. Yeah, it was. So I don't know how I handle this when I don't know where we're going to get better.
Well, here's how you handle it. You simplify things, and that's what Shoddy says is coming up next probably.
And that starts with us, and we got to do a better job, simplify some things maybe. And, again, the one thing that we knew going into this game is they would challenge us with some of their, motions and shifts. and they did that. And again, I thought Caleb played very, very well, threw the ball really well, made some plays off point, but again, gotta tighten the coverage down for sure. And again, we'll take a hard look at it, and maybe it is to simplify things, and we're going to do what we do well. I can promise you that.
What the hell does that mean, simplify
I
things?
don't really know.
In the realest of terms, so you're telling me your team's too stupid to do what you want to do?
Because even in man, they're getting.
We can't play anymore, man.
No,
that's out,
guys. Kaiir Elam. The fact that the Bills were able to trade Kaiir Elam to the Cowboys and even get like a sandwich for him is.
Well, they hoodwinked us.
My God.
And I'll say in camp, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought he could play, but no.
Dude, I think Kaiir Elam is like the master of looking good when it doesn't matter. I mean, there's a reason he's a first-round pick. He looked like he in the T-shirt Olympics. He was a baller.
Somewhere, somehow, there's something he does good, and they're going to have to find it. I don't know what it is. I'm done with Trayvon until Trayvon can show me.
So far, Kaiir Elam has allowed the most passing yards of any cornerback in the league.
Somehow he was good. Somehow I don't know what he was doing then, but he can't do it now. Whatever he was doing, let's find that.
It was at Florida, and then man, I don't know when he says these things. Does he know that people are only going to talk about Micah Parsons? Because here's what he said about how the Cowboys pressured Caleb Williams.
I mean, I thought we got pressure on him. We just couldn't finish it, I mean, like we were around him, Clarence. We just couldn't get him on the ground, and that's been something that, he broke. And, he's an athletic quarterback that has a chance to hurt you with his arm and with his legs, and he did that. And, I thought same thing. I thought we forced some really third and longs, and they converted third and longs because, he moved off the spot and made us pay for it. So, got to take a look at it. Like I said, we're 3 games into this 17-round deal, and got a good opponent coming in this week. But it's what we get paid to do: make corrections and get these guys playing better and with more confidence.
And by the way, Caleb Williams ran for 12 yards yesterday.
You weren't around him either.
You weren't like it. This wasn't. Oh, we got close to him and then he'd break out and beat us with his legs. No, that's not what happened.
I don't remember one time.
He had he had 5 carries for 12 yards. His longest was 7. So that means his other 4 carries went for a total of 5 yards. Caleb Williams was not a threat on the ground yesterday. And he didn't have to be.
No, I don't remember him being under pressure. Now, they did move the pocket, I will say, but that's also by design. He's better outside of the pocket, so they wanted that to occur. You didn't flush him. He just took 4 or 5 steps right or left to do what he does well. There was nothing that came out of that. And it's not that I'm surprised, but at some point, coaches, he's such a glasses half full kind of guy. You really thought that your line was close to him? Were we watching the same game?
No.
So, I mean, you can blow smoke up their ass. You can, and maybe that's, you're better than this, guys. Let's try harder, and I'll make it simpler for you so you don't have to think. That's not what you want to hear from a coach in week 3.
No. And you also don't want to go into week 4 with your offensive line looking the way it looks right now and Micah Parsons on the other side. Tyler Guyton, can we admit that Tyler Guyton is not good at football? Are we ready? Is everybody ready now? Like I said it a lot last year, but I also said, he's a rookie. We'll give him some time. Dude, this isn't like this isn't just young guy problem. This is like his footwork is dreadful. He's a walk. There's penalties. Like there's not. What's the good thing about Tyler Guyton? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Nothing. I mean, well, no, I'm not going to say nothing. The running game has improved. They do run the ball better than they did before. But Guyton is. It felt like he was penalized more than he was yesterday, but at least 3 flags on him. I think it might have been 4. I know that there was an illegal motion. I know that there was a downfield illegal. I know there was at least 1 hold. If you can't block, at least don't get penalized. So you're a double negative for what's going on. And there's not a fix.
Yeah.
It's not like we got a young tackle. You are the young tackle. You're the fix.
And by the way, when they did run the ball okay yesterday, but remember, a lot of their running came in a game that was already decided. Like
no, you're right. But I will say in that first quarter,
the Bears were like, "Yeah, you want to run."
Until they, once they got behind, then the draws were easy. But I will say in that first quarter, in the first couple of drives, they were running the football quite well, and I felt like, okay, here we go. But once they took us cookies, and Williams never was quite the same until the fourth when it was easy running. It just got out of hand, and your line didn't help you. They didn't give Dak any extra time. It wasn't like he had all kinds of time to float around. He was under duress. He was the one that was getting flushed. They were near him. It's just those moral victories that we talked about back in Philadelphia will always come back and haunt you, because at the end of the day, they lost, and then they barely won. We should have had a much different expectation than we did going into Chicago.
Two more clips from Shoddy here, both about personnel. They asked him about why wasn't Jadeveon active.
Yeah, again, at the end of the day, you just feel like he still needs a little bit of time, ramp up. He hasn't played football. He wanted to go, but the concern would be if he had to play a lot of snaps, would he be able to do that? But, again, he's doing everything in his power to be ready to go. He wanted to go, but he understands as well. And, again, really good conversation with him before the game.
Dude, even if he did have to play a lot of snaps, like, okay, just put him – like, he had to be better than the other guys that were out there.
Oh, there's no doubt. I also don't understand that Mozzie Smith was active, and Washington, our best edge rusher, which isn't, that's not saying a lot, but one of the few dudes that could actually get to the quarterback had to stand on the sideline.
Well, here's what Shoddy had to say about that.
And Mozzie's done that. Again, I don't know how Mozzie played today. I got to see the film, but Mozzie has had a really, the last really 3 weeks, because he's been motivated. And, Jay understands. And really, it's nothing that Jay did. It's more that Mozzie has been really consistent and showed us the flashes that we expect from him in practice.
They ran the ball on you 11 consecutive times, by the way, Coach. He made no difference. None.
Yeah.
None.
He was talking about Jay Toya being inactive yesterday instead of Mozzie. I don't really. I don't know what the answer is for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know that it's some of it's certainly personnel related. I mean, there's no. This is not a super talented football team, at least on the defensive side. But there's also, like, you're getting embarrassed right now in a way that can damage things long term. And I really hope that Coach Schottenheimer figures this out. Not because I'm a Cowboy fan, but we've gotten to talk to him a few times, and I actually like him. He seems like he's a good guy. He's like he's a good interview. I enjoy having him around. He ain't gonna be long for this place if this is what we keep doing, what we keep seeing.
A lot of it is, I think and probably on the inside more, we need to understand that this isn't a very talented team, and that they just traded away. And I say talented on the defensive side of the ball where it matters. They just have a lot of holes. So he is coaching with one arm tied behind his back when you lost your best defender. But there's some things that on the offensive side of the ball where I give him a lot of credit and a lot of blame that have to be fixed. That absolutely you cannot. This is on you. Play calling, those little things that got you behind the 8 ball. You're gonna have to fix that. Defensively, we know you ain't got the guys. You just don't. But offensively, that was shameful. You just can't have that kind of output against a team who's already given up 50.
All right, we'll play a couple clips from Dak on the other side, and then we'll get into college football before we talk to Coach Jeff Traylor. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I got to tell you about Underdog Fantasy. And man, you know what killed me last night on Underdog? Kareem Hunt scored that touchdown. So Underdog, what they do is they put up these great deals. Like, basically, is Russell Wilson going to throw for a yard? Now, he didn't throw for a lot, but he threw for one. And so I had, you had one free square already. And then it's, you just got to put a couple more together. And I had everything going right for me. I had Cam Scattaboo or higher on his carries. He kept toting the rock. But I had Kareem Hunt lower than a half a touchdown, and he got one in late, and that screwed me. But overall, positive weekend on Underdog. Justin Herbert was a good one for me, and I'll be on it again tonight, Monday Night Football. I told you guys I believe in the Ravens when they play this Lions team, so I'm going to be higher on Lamar particularly on his passing yards tonight against a Lions defense that I've already seen get creamed once this season. So, guys, and it's very simple. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on whatever stats you want, and you get them right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. You can play for as little as $1. And you know what? What they do sometimes, they'll refund you back if your guy gets hurt. So CeeDee Lamb was in one of my plays yesterday. No problem. No worries. CD, we'll scratch that one out. We'll give you a mulligan on that one. I love that. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code Alamo. You get $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code Alamo. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
The phone call. The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're dedicated to serving people 50 and up like me. Our needs are different. Big Wireless wants us in an unlimited plan, but if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on affordable, reliable plans, including data that suits your needs, not ours. Our plans start at just $20, and you'll get the best customer service in the business.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/fax. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you gonna do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat.
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Mom, it's It's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s. Our AC is bogus.
Call Right Home Services.
At Right Home Services, we love the 80s, just not on your thermostat. Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. The right AC services, the right team, and the right price. 210-444.
The right stuff. Now we can chill, Mom.
Kohl's Cash is turning 20, and to celebrate, Kohl's is giving you the gifts. All month, you can enter our sweepstakes for a chance to win $200 Kohl's Cash. Plus, get epic deals on cozy favorites, home must-haves, and more right now. Yep, we were gonna throw a party, but this is better. Cue the confetti and the savings at Kohl's. Offer in September 28th. Select styles. Some exclusions apply. Sweepstakes ends September 30th, 2025. No purchase necessary. 20 winners per day. Limit one prize per person for entire sweepstakes. See Kohl's.com for official rules and details.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94-1. San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday night at 7:20. The Cowboys take on the Green Bay Packers at Jerry World in Arlington. Pregame at 6.
I like this kind of party!
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94-1. San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Oh, yeah. Morning Huddle 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star. Let's start out giving some Sabaton tickets away. Sabaton.
I looked them up. They're aggressive metal.
Oh, yeah?
Aggressive.
It's in your face?
They're in your face.
Power metal. They're going to have the Legends on Tour. Wait, is it the Legends on Tour tour?
Yeah,
or is it?
that's what it says.
It's
yeah.
the Legends on Tour.
Legends on Tour. That's it.
Okay. That's February 15th at the Boeing Center at Techport. It's a great Valentine's Day gift for your gal.
2 tickets.
2 tickets. Yeah, take your lady out there. Say,
Tell
babe,
you what.
babe, I'm not doing anything for you on Valentine's Day because
we're
I
going
got you this special thing for the day after.
We're going here.
Yeah,
So
baby.
February the 15th or 16th. My gift to you will be ringing ears.
That's right. That's right. So go see Sabaton, Legends on Tour. Let's do caller number, 4. Caller number 4. You'll win a pair of tickets to go see Sabaton. That's 210-656-ESPN. All right. I wanted to play some sound from Dakota Prescott before we switch it over to college
Surly
football.
and sad Dak Prescott.
Yeah. First, before he said anything about the defense, he took some of the onus on himself and said we didn't do enough.
I've got to go look at it from the offensive standpoint. I know scoring 14 points is never going to be okay. Dang sure not with this offense, this unit, the team, the players that we have. And 6 of those were field goals. So not acceptable, not to our standard, not anywhere in what we believe in and what we're capable of doing. And got away quick and had a chance right there to cut it back to 10 and had a turnover in the red zone. That's unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Except I hate when guys say, "Oh, that's unacceptable. We can't do that." But then there's no punishment for it. There's not.
Well, it's on me. Don't be that my bad guy. I used to have a coach. Don't be the my bad guy. We know it was your bad. You don't have to tell us. We know.
Everyone here knows. Like when this.
No, we know. You don't have to tell me. My bad, coach. It's on me. No, we know, and it's
I'm
on
aware.
you. We'll talk about it later. You don't have to tell me.
Yeah. I had a kid who was really wanted to be a shortstop, and he had some good tools, but just made a lot of bonehead mistakes. And every time he'd make one, he'd look over and be like,
"My bad. You're right.
And
it's
I
your
was like,
bad.
Yeah, that's your bad. That's why you're going to play second base for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
it's
Seriously.
your bad.
You don't have to tell me it was your bad.
I
I'm
know.
glad you recognize it. I knew it long before you did.
The problem with Dak is we can't put him anywhere else.
Exactly.
He's just the quarterback.
Don't be the my bad guy.
Then they said, well, did you consider maybe throwing the ball more than like 3 yards down the field? Like that might have been something that we could have tried, Dak. What do you think of that?
I mean, they were dropping. They were getting a lot of depth that allowed for underneath throws, which we got. We've just got to be able to stay on the field, convert third downs. not put ourselves in some of those 3rd and 7 plus. Obviously, that plays to their benefit. But when you lose a guy like CD for one, and they can play as soft as they want because, just keeping everything in front of them, it's always going to be tough.
Yeah.
And that's a true statement.
It is, but dude, you got to, like, George Pickens is a deep ball guy. You got to make him earn his money. It can't just be the reason why you were struggling. The reason why you were in all these 3rd downs is because you were just taking dink and dunk stuff. And then, like, if you miss one of those, well, now you're screwed.
Exactly. And I've only got one guy that he trusts, and rightfully, I mean, you would trust CD, but at some point, you're going to have to put some other guys in positions to be successul. And some of that is giving them balls where, you're not quite comfortable throwing. I mean, you're going to have to – you trust CD in those spots.
Especially once you're down.
Yes.
Like, the Bears were clearly saying, okay, if you want to run the ball, run.
Feel free.
If you want to throw it 4 yards to Jake Ferguson, okay. But you ain't beating us. That's not gonna bring you back. And they knew it, so they just let it happen. They asked Dak, what's your message to the locker room? What do you say to the guys in the locker room after a game like this?
Yeah, everybody individually has got to be accountable, got to look at themselves in the mirror, ask what can they do and what can I do better throughout the week in my preparation to make sure that we come out here and we play better from the beginning and we start faster. We've got to go out there and score and not give field goals. I mean, Aubrey's a hell of a kicker and he's a great asset for us, but we can't lean on him. We can't get down in the red zone and say, oh yeah, we got a field goal, we're fine. No, we've got to go get points. We've got to go get 7 points and cash in. And so everybody's just got to look at themselves and say, where can I get better and where can I help this team individually? And then if we all do that collectively, we should put ourselves in a better position than we did today.
And that leads to the last clip here from Dak. And they asked Dak, is it demoralizing when the defense is struggling like this? Does it demoralize the whole team when the defense is playing so poorly?
I wouldn't say anything in this game's demoralizing. It's hard. It's frustrating. But I love that. That's what life's about. Is adversity, fighting back, being, not being in the best position and trusting yourself and trusting others around you. And I think just as a team, we've got to be better in that position. We've got to be better when things get hard. I'm not going to get overwhelmed that it doesn't seem like we can stop them. I believe in our offense, and I don't think people can stop us. And I think you can even go back and look in these possessions. We stopped ourselves, whether it be interceptions, right? Whether off the hands or my interception late or the fumble early. I don't know if they've done a lot to stop us, honestly, and that's what's frustrating. It's not looking at the other side and being down that they're not getting stops. It's more of we're biting ourselves and we're kicking ourselves, and that's the reason that we're not converting to touchdowns. It's the reason that we're not getting first downs, and so it's got to start there. And that's why I said everybody's got to look in the mirror and say, how can I be better? Because I know we're capable of scoring, and if we've got to score like it is last week, we're going to do that. I don't get to play defense, and that's not how this game works. And the guys on offense don't. We've got to play offense to the best of our ability, regardless.
Dak's saying the right things as a leader, but there is no way you can watch your defense play like that and feel like you've got any chance.
No, you could tell by that.
Yeah.
We got to score points. He's saying it. He's saying it to his offense. The good news is you're never as bad as you think you are, and you're never as good as you think you are either. So somewhere in there, and you start thinking, okay, what can we fix? What's the first thing we got to do to be competitive against Green Bay? Seriously, what do you think is if I'm going against Green Bay this week and I'm shoddy and I saw what I saw last week, what's the first thing I address on practice on Tuesday?
I don't know because the hard thing is he's as much to blame as these players.
I agree. But what do you feel? Okay, maybe I'm framing the question wrong. What do the Cowboys have to do to be competitive against Green Bay?
They have to protect Dak.
Okay, so you go in. If we can protect you, can you get the ball downfield to somebody other than CeeDee Lamb? Because the chances of him being 100% are slim. He probably going to play. But if I'm Green Bay, I'm doing everything I can to take him out of the game. So can you, if we protect you, can we put together an offense where we can move the ball against this team? And I would say, yeah, maybe.
And the other thing is, as good as Green Bay has been so far, this is not a team with a bunch of explosive weapons. Like, if you, and to their credit, the Bears, who, and by the way, DV saying, speaking on Caleb, he's above good. Dude can play, no question about it. I disagree. I've seen a lot more of bad Caleb Williams than I have good.
I will say,
so to say no question about it.
If given time and opportunity, Caleb can spin it with the best of them. So
he's great at throwing footballs.
Yeah, neck down, but we're not talking about great. He was never in any trouble. He's never had to worry yesterday.
But I've seen far more awful Caleb Williams than good Caleb Williams. So to say no question about it, there's still plenty of questions.
He can spin it, but is he smart enough to play against a good team playing good defense? And I don't know.
But that team's got a ton of weapons. Dunze and DJ Moore, they've got guys. The Packers don't have a ton of weapons on offense.
But
if they do this to you, you're in real trouble.
So I look at this and go, we're going to have to max protect, and we're going to have to give you some time. I know we can run the ball. I'm pretty comfortable that we can run the ball probably just about anybody. Okay. I mean, acceptable rate. I'm not saying 150, 200 yards, but I think I could guarantee myself 100 yards rushing a game if I have a concerted, balanced approach and we're never behind the 8 ball and down by 20 or whatever it might be. Fix that and just expect your defense is never going to be there to help you.
That's kind of what you got to think.
I mean, so that's the only way to go at it.
You've got to assume we've got to score 30 points minimum because we're probably giving up 28 minimum.
And not get mad at the defense and take the little victories as you can. And like McCarthy said last year, even more so this year, you got to finish every drive with a kick. It's okay if you have to punt. But once we turn over and we're down by 14, we can't come back. We don't have the manpower. We don't have the defense to stop a team.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll dig into college football. We haven't talked any today, and there's a lot to discuss. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We've cleared one of our trouble spots on 151 eastbound Petranco. That wreck is cleared. Now, we still have the stall at 281 northbound Hildebrand. Left lane blocked, and it's got you slow from 35. So tack on at least an extra 10, 12 minutes to your commute. 151 westbound, the on-ramp from Ingram. We've got a stall blocking the entrance ramp and an accident I-10 eastbound WW White. Pretty much most all our major freeway systems filling in and slowing down for your morning commute. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we wrap up another big weekend of football, both college and pro.
Cowboys, Bears, Jags, Texans. We'll react to both.
Plus, we got a big game to talk about Monday night between the Lions and the Ravens.
How did Arch look up in Austin? What about UTSA? Jeff Traylor joins us at 4:35.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
The right stuff. Mom, it's like the 80s in here. It's so hot.
It's totally in the 80s.
Call Right Home Services.
Don't get stuck with a bogus AC. 210-444.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
In sports, it's the dream team. And if your car is out of warranty, there's a team for that as well. You, the driver, your mechanic, and Endurance to pay for the repair bills. I'm Danica Patrick. In the past 5 years, auto repair costs have gone up over 36%. And if your manufacturer's warranty is expired, you'll have to cover it all. With an Endurance auto protection plan, no matter what the mileage, if your car is under 20 years old, Endurance can get you covered on the engine, electrical system, transmission, AC, and more. Endurance has plans for any budget. Repairs can be done by the certified mechanic of your choice. Plans cover 24/7 towing, battery jumps, fuel deliveries, tire changes, and lockout services. Act now and get the benefits of our Elite Plan, a $2,000 value at no extra cost. With Endurance, you could never pay for covered auto repairs again. So call now for your free quote.
Call 800-454-4558. That's 800-454-4558. 800-454-4558.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
All right, it's a Mellow Mushroom Monday here on the Morning Huddle. We got a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom for caller number 3. You'll go get go up to 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Get yourself some good pizza up there at Mellow Mushroom. One of my favorite spots in town, certainly, and you've got 50 free bucks for it. How about that? Hard to beat. Happy Mellow Mushroom Monday. All right, happy Monday to everybody out there. What on paper was not a great weekend in college football ended up being pretty damn good.
It was fun.
We had some decent games.
At least at every time slot, there was one good game.
Yeah. Now, there were some games that weren't so good. And I guess let's go ahead and start with Texas, a 55-0 win over Sam Houston. This Sam Houston team is a pretty pathetic group, but Texas finally took a pretty pathetic group and made them look pathetic. That was all much needed.
Yeah, that's exactly. And sometimes you look at these games and go, that wasn't good for anybody. No, that was really good for Texas.
Texas absolutely needed that. Sam Houston they're woefully under talent. I mean, I talked before about how during the spring they didn't even have a 2 deep because they didn't have 2 players at every position. That's what you're dealing with here going up against Texas. The other team that's a lot like Texas in a way is LSU. They needed a get-right game for their offense. Looked like they got one against Southeast Louisiana. I'm still not convinced LSU's anything special. That Clemson win bumped them up, and it's like that's right now. It's not even a good win.
We're getting to the come to Jesus moments. That's the good thing about the SEC. Eventually, you will know exactly who you are.
And you can make the same argument for Miami, who now their 2 marquee wins are against Florida, who is dreadful on offense. Let's just call it what it is. DJ Lagway stinks. And Notre Dame. And is Notre Dame all that good? We don't know now.
I mean, they pasted Purdue. No, I'm a believer in Miami.
I kind of am too.
I think they beat two bad teams, but they beat them handily. They beat them like they should beat bad teams.
Miami is so good on the offensive and defensive lines, and they've got a quarterback. That might be a scary team.
He might be a Heisman winner.
Oregon 41-7 winner over Oregon State.
My money, they're the best team in college football right now.
They're in the conversation, and I guess then we've got a best in college football eliminator coming up. In fact, we've got a couple of them coming up. Oregon and Penn State next weekend is going to let us know one of these two teams is like a legit contender.
Oh, it's going to be a game.
And then Florida State plays Miami. Florida State with a 66-10 win over the weekend.
Can we admit they're good? Can we just say that they're a pretty good football team?
They're pretty good. Let's see them beat Miami though. I'll be interested.
I don't think they can, but they're a pretty good football team.
Remember they owned Alabama.
They did.
They
absolutely did. That was not happenstance, and Bama turned things around real quick. They're a scary team again.
The biggest ass kicking of the weekend: Indiana 63, Illinois 10. This was Curt Cignetti at his finest, looking to absolutely obliterate an opponent. And some of these stats are insane. 579 yards for Indiana to 161 yards for Illinois.
It couldn't happen to a nicer coach. I just think Brent Bielema is a obnoxious blowhard. I've never appreciated anything about his coaching all the way back to Wisconsin. He went into Arkansas thinking, I'm just going to roll in here and be my obnoxious windbag self, and got his ass handed to him. He gets to to Illinois, and recruits okay. I'll give him a little bit of credit. Take Illinois from where they were to where they are.
That was never a top 10 team.
No, so I'll give him a little bit of love for making a team moderately competitive. But, yeah, you running against a team like that, and Google him. Cignetti, and he turned his quarterback into the second. He's like second in Heisman.
Yeah, Fernando Mendoza having a freakish year. They also ran for 312 yards on top of that. They 49 carries, 312 yards for Indiana. Illinois had 20 carries. I want you to just take a guess how many yards you think of rushing that Illinois finished with.
Well, I'm sure it was the majority of their offense, 80, 85.
How about two?
Two yards rushing, and Bielema wanted
carries,
to run the ball.
2 yards. That is an average of 0.1 yards per carry. It's hard to win when that happens to you, and you usually lose 63-10. Indiana with just an absolute assault, and Illinois gets easier for them next week as they get USC coming to town. So I'm sure things will just look right up for them. Auburn and Oklahoma ended up being a really good game, 24-17 win for Oklahoma. I didn't lose. First of all, I don't think Oklahoma's way better for this win, and I don't think Auburn's way worse for this loss. You could make an argument the officials sort of handed this game to Oklahoma. Auburn played it as tough as they could.
If Jackson Arnold was, I just don't think he's very good, man. He reminds me very much of a lot of Aggie quarterbacks I've seen come through. If everything's all right, he's okay. But at the moment something looks weird, he's going to make a mistake.
I thought he played well, and he didn't turn it over, which I'll take. The problem was Auburn couldn't run the ball, and Jackson Arnold's not a guy you want to put the whole game on. I agree with that, but 35 carries, 67 yards for Auburn. That ain't gonna get the job
if he
done.
was better, then Auburn would be a scary football team, legitimately scary. That defense flies to the ball like nobody else.
I think Auburn and A&M is going to be a good game.
It will be. Look out.
I think it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a hard-hitting football game, for sure.
Ole Miss 45, Tulane 10, and that sets us up for Ole Miss LSU next week, where Ole Miss is favored, by the way, against LSU.
We don't know about either one of these teams, to be honest. I guess Ole Miss is good.
I
don't know. Maybe.
We're going to learn a lot. Tennessee 56-24 win over UAB.
My second favorite player in football, Aguilar.
Yeah. I love that that they went down and UAB scored and put Tennessee back in, or put UAB back into covering range, and Tennessee hurried to get all the way down and try to cover, and they just couldn't get there. They tried so hard to get that cover. You could tell Heupel's they're telling him to cover too. One of the more impressive showings this weekend, a road win in Utah, 34-10. Texas Tech hammers Utah in a game that, I say hammers, this game was close for 3 quarters.
Yeah, but one of those leave no doubt. There was no doubt Tech was a better football team.
Well,
I thought that Utah offensive line I'd told was the best in college football. At least I heard that for the first hour of pregame. Tech manhandled that offensive line. There was nothing there.
Well, I got news for you. Texas Tech, they were up 10-3 when their quarterback got knocked out of the game, and it only got better for Texas Tech.
That kid could play.
So backup quarterback gets the job done there for Texas Tech. Georgia Tech smashes Temple 45-24. They moved to 4-0. Georgia Tech football might be onto something here. Vanderbilt also might be onto something. 70-21. Georgia State, if you remember, beat Vanderbilt last year. Diego Pavia remembered. And, that's an ass-kicking. Michigan 30, Corn 27.
Good game, man.
Ended up being a pretty good game. I hate Dylan Raiola.
Me too.
I do too. This guy, he's so unlikable. And then it's like, why do you guys keep comparing me to Patrick Mahomes? Dude, you do everything possible. Like your pregame warm-up.
Fake and
you
the
wear
headband.
15, your haircut. Like,
stop it.
You're trying to be him, and then you're like, I don't know why you guys keep comparing me to Patrick Mahomes.
You look like him.
You're doing everything you can to be him. It's weird.
He's
cosplaying.
Not terrible. The thing is, he's just good enough to think I can get away with this.
I just
and you're
don't
not
want him
that
to
good.
succeed. Missouri gets a 29-20 win over South Carolina. Lenore Sellers actually played pretty well, considering I think he had a brain injury. So I ain't mad at it. Notre Dame smashes Purdue. Purdue's just dreadful. Notre Dame needed a get-right win. They get 56-30. They got their get-right win. And USC 45, Michigan State 31. USC's offense is pretty legit.
I don't know. Are they good? I think they might be good.
I don't know. Be good.
We'll find out in a couple of weeks.
I know they're good on offense. Everything else, I'm not sure. Yeah. But USC, Illinois, I guess we'll know. We'll know for sure if they are or not. But yeah, I'm not sure where I sit with them, because I also don't really love that you gave up 31 points to Michigan State. That's not ideal either. UTSA, you mentioned this. I had no idea this was real. This was their first road win.
First conference roadie since 23.
Wow.
They didn't get a roadie last year. So they are winning ugly.
Mm-hmm.
But that defensive stand to stop the 2-point conversion, that felt like that's one of those things that can ring through the year, that suddenly you can do it if you have to. That was a hell of a stand.
One other game that had nothing to do with the top 25, but do you think now that that they should fire Mike Gundy in Oklahoma State?
Yeah, it's just a dead man walk in either Arkansas or Oklahoma State, whoever happens first.
And also, if you didn't get a chance, go back and watch Dabo Swinney cry. God, it was awesome. Jeff Traylor coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
Lots of college teams have school traditions, like Gig 'em. To get the word out about Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC and Heating, I suggest we institute the following Quarter Moon Yell. Plum 'em!
Plum 'em?
We've got a whole team of fully stocked trucks, and our customers are the best in Texas. I say Quarter Moon, you say Plum 'em. Quarter Moon!
Folks, at Quarter Moon, we have a spirited tradition of solving every home problem imaginable, from plumbing to air conditioning to heating. Call Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC, and Heating day or night, and we'll fix them.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass. Raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Here in Texas, we know that trust is earned and reputation matters. Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and that Texans can respect. A firm where no defendant is too big and no case is too small. Backed by a track record of success and a commitment to our clients, Thomas J. Henry remains the name you can depend on if you have been injured. Trust the firm that stands for you. Trust Thomas J. Henry, San Antonio, Texas.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We've cleared one of our trouble spots on 151 eastbound Petranco. That wreck is cleared. Now, we still have the stall at 281 northbound Hildebrand. Left lane blocked, and it's got you slow from 35. So tack on at least an extra 10, 12 minutes to your commute. 151 westbound, the on-ramp from Ingram. We've got a stall blocking the entrance ramp, and an accident I-10 eastbound WW White. Pretty much most all our major freeway systems filling in and slowing down for your morning commute. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys were blown out yesterday in the Windy City as the Bears took it easily 31-14. Cowboys fell to 1-2 on the season. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb left the game early with an ankle injury, while cornerback Trayvon Diggs suffered a shoulder injury in the loss. Tonight on Monday Night Football, we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions, a game you can catch live right here. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, then. Good morning, everybody. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, 9 o'clock here on the Morning Huddle. It's our last hour of work today. We're exhausted, Rob and I are. We got up early, and you know what, man?
I need a nice plunge and some massage.
That's what's on the table for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm beat up from the game.
Well, yeah.
4 hours of effort.
Yeah. You got to get in the tub.
Get in the tub.
The cold tub.
Little IV. I'll check the tape tonight. We'll get better tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I mean, clearly we got to get better.
Get better.
Yeah, we just got to clean up some mistakes.
Yeah, clean things up.
Clean up some mistakes. Coach Traylor will join us here in a moment. I'm guessing he's going to say they got to clean up some mistakes as well. They survive in advance, though, and that's kind of all that matters right now for UTSA. They desperately needed that win. Didn't want to fall to 1-3.
Nothing like the gift wrapping that was offered to them by Colorado State. Here, I would like to give you another opportunity to win this football game. We're going to actually go to the scoreboard and subtract points. We're going to take points off the board. Here, Roadrunners, here's your chance.
For those who are unaware, well, you know what? I guess let's talk to the coach about it. Yeah, well, wild finish there. And joining us now on the Buyers Barricade guest line is the head coach of the UTSA Roadrunners. Coach Jeff Traylor joins us. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Coach, let me ask you, if you're on the other side, do you take points off the board and go for 2 in that situation, or do you say, man, we're the home team, especially we're a home team with elevation, we feel like we're probably got the conditioning advantage, let's run this thing out as long as possible, or do you go for 2 there?
I feel Jay kind of got trapped in a way. You got the ball on the 1 yard line now. You've got momentum. That big quarterback of theirs is really hard to tackle. Probably if he had to do it over again, he wish he'd have ran him instead of throwing him. I don't think he's second-guessing himself for taking points off the board. But our defense made as good a time, Milton, the play he made there to pressure him and get off the block and get after him for that safety position was as good a play as we've had here. And it just echoes what our defense did all night. Now, they got tired in the fourth. That's their first point to the game as far as touchdowns. But unbelievable defensive effort by our guys.
Is there a manual, like a coach's manual that says if you're home and you have points and you want to get to overtime because you're home, and if you're away, you push it because you don't know if you get another shot? Is there some kind of class that you take, or is that just what I thought?
Well, they've got books now, believe it or not. I've even got a guy that does it for me now. He usually just pisses me off most of the time, honestly. Always what the book says we should do, right? So you're probably seeing it all over NFL and college. The guy that the head coach is always talking to, he's literally got the analytics, and they do it for each game. So every game has a different analytics point of view. Which is just mind-boggling. I don't know that we're going to need humans much longer, man. But we got all this data telling us what to do.
Humans absolutely overrated. I think that we can all agree on that.
You got a cyborg at running back.
Yeah. Speaking of Robert Henry, he's doing things that robots probably can't do. Although it does seem like maybe it's a program now. Another 76-yard touchdown run. You even got through in a 70-something yard catch just for funnies. But talk a little bit about what your running back's done again and the load that he was able to carry this week up there. Like I said, in elevation on top of it.
Yeah, the kid is special. He's very talented. Had another great game for us. But our O-line and our tight ends and receivers, man, they're doing a fantastic job for that kid. And our defense keeps giving us the ball. So that our defenses continue to get better each week. Our special teams have gotten better each week. It's the first time our offense has kind of gone backwards. We've been really good on offense this season until this week. So that's disappointing. But we got a bye week to get people healthy and kind of study ourselves and kind of get ourselves fixed right now.
I'll tell you, that stand to hold them off that 2-point conversion, that's the kind of thing that'll ripple through a season. It was a remarkable couple of seconds of play. Tell us about Nwanyu. I'm learning more and more about this kid. How many sacks did he have? He's turning into something special.
Yeah, he's Warriors number 33, and he had 3 sacks. So Nana is what we call him, just because you did a way better job of pronouncing his name than I ever could. The kid was highly recruited when we got him. Tore his ACL, right before fall camp 2 years ago. He was going to be a starter for us. Then he gets released over a year of recovery. First day back, tears his ACL again. Well, he missed another season. That's 2 years of rehab for that kid. So you can see the knee brace out there.
Mm-hmm.
When he got injured in the game, I just knew it was going to be his knee, but he just couldn't get any oxygen. He was just dying out there on the field. Our trainers did a great job. We had oxygen up there. It was really great. Unbelievable environment. You had to be there to understand it, really. From the TV, I just don't think it did the justice of what our kids really battled through. The noise, the packed crowd, the fake noise, which is legal as long as the ball's not being snapped. They didn't break any rules, but they were pumping in noise. No, they were. As soon as the ball was snapped, it stopped. But boy, until then, it was training here the whole night. It was an incredible environment, and really proud of our kids. I've said it all season. They've got a certain grit about them. They've got some character about them. They just persevere as good as any group I've ever been around so far. And if we can stay healthy, they're gonna be in a lot of games just like this the whole season.
Coach, this is the first game where Owen has been a little loose with the football. What did you attribute that to? Do you think he was tired as well? What did they do to make things difficult on Owen?
I think their defensive coordinator is as good as anybody in the country. I think the guy did a really good job of confusing him. We've got some unluckiness going right now that you guys don't really. I'll just share it with you. He was the DC at Western Kentucky all those years that we were going against him. So he knows us like the back of his hand. And he had a bye week. When you have a bye week, when you've got 2 weeks to prepare and your opponent does not have a bye week, I just can't tell you what an advantage is. I think that is a super, super job. And he had my quarterback confused. And when you're the head coach, that makes you furious. So I'm going to take that one and protect my kid.
All right,
okay,
fair enough.
10 penalties. When you start digressing and looking at what you did, what happened? Little loose, crowd noise? Was that all that involved in that?
Great questions. I always tell my guys, man, when I did with you guys, y'all know y'all's stuff. I like the softball stuff. I like the guys that don't really know what they're asking me. You always know exactly what y'all are asking me. That was very, very frustrating. The noise did have something to do with it. We gave our kids too much. They were confused. Some of it was just, I thought, if you want to be just totally honest, I got to be careful because I don't want to get fined. They had like 13 penalties. It was a very, very, I don't want to say over-officiated ball game, but let's just say a lot of ticky-tacky calls out there that I thought when you have an SEC crew or the AAC crew, we play more ball than maybe that crew like to play.
Interesting.
You guys got your first road. Rob told me this. I couldn't believe it. Y'all didn't get a road win in conference last year. We get your first one in 2 years. Now you get a chance to go. You get a little break, and then you go up to Temple. Temple is a sort of a tough team to read right now because they've taken two big piles of medicine the last 2 weeks against Oklahoma and Georgia Tech, but now they get a week to recover, and sometimes playing games like that can help you in the long run. That helps you prepare you for these tougher conference games. What are you expecting from Temple? What do you see in them that you like, and what do you think you can exploit?
It's going to be a tough one. I agree with you. I mean, Georgia Tech's a top 25 team. Oklahoma's a top 10 team. They've lost those 2 games in a row. They blew out their opponents the first 2. I have a ton of respect for their head coach, Coach Wheeler, who did an unbelievable job at Sam Houston. Keeler, I'm sorry. And I think they're really well coached, and they're very athletic. Every time you play Temple, they've got a certain style of the way they play, and they're physical and they're good. So we'll have our hands full. We got to really work on the road runners this week, and we'll get on Temple, but we got to get our guys better right now.
Injuries we need to be thinking about?
We had some. We're waiting on MRIs, X-rays back. We'll know more today. Most of them are just soft tissue stuff, just from playing 4 really good teams. One of them could be for a while, and we'll just have to wait and see that information when we get it back today.
Coach, last question here. When you go into this bye week, you got some time off. What's the thing you're going to tell your staff, your coaches, not the players necessarily, but, hey, this is what we've got to improve over this extra time? What's the thing you're going to be working on the most?
Well, defensively, I just think we've improved a ton. We've really been struggling in the back end with our communication. We've given up, big plays every game. We only gave up 1 big play in this last game, so that's a tremendous improvement. Our offense, we're running the ball as good as anybody in the country. Our passing game has not shown up yet. We've got good receivers. We've got good tight ends. We've got a good quarterback. We got to figure out what's going on there. That's got to get fixed. Our special teams, man, our kicker, I'm really proud of Petro and what he's done so far those first 4 games. Our kickoff, Joffer, has been fantastic. Our punter, Kale, has gotten better. That was if you want to blame somebody, which I hate to do anything like that, but it's pretty easy to say our special teams in those first 2 games were a tremendous hindrance for us, and now I'd say they're an advantage for us. And then, like I said, the passing game, we got to get that going. But we're really proud of how we're running the football. That's going to help us through the season. We just got to get our passing game going now.
I'll tell you passed the toughness test. I think you look at your football team and know they're tough enough to beat just about anybody.
I agree. That's 4 really good football teams in 4 straight weeks, where UIW had a bye before us. Colorado State had a bye before us, and Temple does too, but we do too. So that's fair, in my opinion. That's just such an advantage when you got a bye and the other team does not.
Well, Coach, I know, when you came on after the 0-2 start, you were obviously disappointed. You guys have gotten back to 500 now, and in hindsight, you guys played the Aggies really tough. That's a pretty damn good football team, and that game against Texas State was a coin flip game that just landed tails that time. I got to say, your team's looking pretty good, Coach, and looking forward to seeing you guys start conference play and see what you can do in this conference.
We are too. I really think this is going to be another one of those battles where it's going to come down to the very last play. And I'm excited about this team. They'll go on the road and battle anybody. We showed up at A&M in a tough environment. We showed up at Colorado State. That's when you know about your teams. And the only thing I will push back on is I don't like how that stat out there that my guys didn't win that road game last year. If you remember that bowl game, we had to play on their home field.
That's true.
That's true.
So I don't know why we don't get credit for that, but that's a little ticky-tacky.
Come on, Coach.
But when you play Coastal Carolina in Coastal Carolina, I don't know how that's not a road win. But, it is what it is.
I think the stat was there hasn't been a conference road win since 2023, and you guys get a chance to do that coming up next week.
That is an accurate stat. That loss to Rice, Tulsa, East Carolina, and Army, all one-possession ball games, all where we had the ball to win the game and didn't get it done. Those are still very painful to the road runners, but appreciate y'all bringing that back up.
We're glad
I know. I'm just trying to say it's going to feel so much better when you beat the Owls. That's what I'm just trying to set you up for the comeback.
You had
Coach.
a couple days to just relax, to kick back, and now we pick the scab.
I know I'm such an a-hole. I'm sorry, Coach.
Oh, y'all the best. I enjoy this one. It's good dial. It feels like y'all are in my staff meetings. Listen, all the sarcasm will be fired back and forth.
Well, hey, Coach, enjoy the time off, and we'll talk to you here after this Temple game.
Appreciate y'all always, man. God bless. Birds up.
Thanks, Coach.
There you go. That's head coach Jeff Traylor of the UTSA Roadrunners, now at 2-2, and all guests up here via the Buyers Barricade guest line. Buyers Barricades provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond online at buyersbarricades.com.
Beating a Norvell coach team on the road like that, oh, that's a good win. One of those that the score will not reflect the joy in the plane coming home.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, conference play now, I know he's going to be locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows that they had some tough road losses last year, tough ones.
What are we going to do if this Henry keeps busting 75-yard runs every week? He's going to be in New York in December. He needs to be a Heisman candidate. There's no getting around what he's doing against good teams.
Well, unfortunately, if you're going to be from a G6 team, you got to win a lot more games.
We need to put together the Heisman committee and start mailing out stuff to the writers so people know who he is.
Yeah, I'm listen, man. This has been a real good couple weeks for a team that really needed it. Like I said, the loss to A&M, I mean, hell, man.
It's looking better by the week.
I thought they played them tough. I said, man, that was a good game. And then the Texas State game, I mean, you play that game 10 times. I think you got a different winner 5-5.
Probably.
So it is what it is. You don't know. I mean, there's no excuses for the L's, but I do think that they got to feel good getting a couple wins under their belt as they go into conference play. All right. Let's hit a break. When we come back, we'll see what's going on in the world outside of sports. Actually, I don't know how much time we're going to have for that. We got to talk some baseball. We got plenty to get in. Yeah, we do. Yeah. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a stall at I-10 westbound at Huebner that's taking up a right lane. 35 southbound Eisenhower. That stall's been moved off a main lane off to the shoulder. On 410 westbound Babcock, broken down vehicle, left shoulder blocked. And definitely slowing down along 410 northbound from Rigsby to Macro Street. If you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
The Fall Golf Classic is sold. The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
This report is sponsored by the Harlem Globetrotters. This isn't just a game. It's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be a part of a legacy that never stops. Be there when history is made. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com.
Guys, this season it's game on at Synergenics and Low T Center, the MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Ready to tackle low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro? We've got the winning game plan with personalized TRT. Book a free consultation and automatically entered for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to a major sporting event. Female patients also eligible. For more information or to book your appointment, go to trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
The following is a dramatization.
Day
Davis Law Firm. How can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Calling all Cowboys Nation in San Antonio. Game day isn't complete without the right look, and the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop has everything you need. Whether you're headed to the game or watching from home, the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop has you covered. Find game day staples like jerseys and hats to fan favorites like hoodies and jackets at any of our 4 convenient locations: River Center, North Star Mall, Ingram Park Mall, and Huebner Oaks Shopping Center. We're open 7 days a week. Find the best selection of Cowboys gear only at the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
You work hard to provide for yourself and your family, and that's why identity theft is so scary. Not only does it pose a threat to your financial well-being, everything you've worked so hard for, but it's also a danger to your family. Even children can be victims. It's not their money thieves go after, obviously, but their social security number. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Act now and save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday night at 7:20. The Cowboys take on the Green Bay Packers at Jerry World in Arlington. Pre-game at 6.
I like this kind of party!
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
I got the power. Oh. Good morning, everybody. Except for the stupid Seattle Mariners.
They ain't the stupid ones.
Not good morning to them. Stupid idiots. Ruining my baseball season.
I was gonna say, yeah, they messed you up, man.
So the last 2 seasons, we have seen the Astros just biblically collapse. They don't go fade into silently. They just go down with a boom. It's over.
In the most important series of the season, the Astros get swept. And the Mariners now with a commanding lead in the division and the tiebreaker, should it come to that. Now, what a pathetic weekend for the Stros. Really, the only one of those games that was remotely competitive, and it didn't even feel like it didn't feel competitive. The final score said it was Saturday's game, which was a 6-0 game before Jeremy Pena hit a home run, hit a grand slam. I mean, and the Saturday game is the one that pissed me off the most because that was Fromber's game, and I think Fromber sucks. I think that's what we got to get to. And this is a guy that was supposed to be pitching for a contract, and
we assumed that would be the motivation anyway. He
has been so bad his last several games. This is going back to August 1. He's had 9 starts and given up 38 earned runs. This is the run count. 5 earned runs against Seattle, 5 earned runs against Atlanta, 3 against Texas. And by the way, he's lost all but one of these. He's 1-8 in these games, the Stros are.
And they're going to blame injuries. He was healthy in some of these games.
6 against the Yankees. Shut out Colorado, his one win in the last 9 games. 7 against Detroit, 3 against Baltimore, 4 against the Yankees, 5 against the Red Sox. The guy stunk. He has stunk for the last 2 months straight. When the Astros needed him to pitch like an ace, he didn't even pitch like a competent major leaguer. And last night Costanza got lit up. You're very. I know the injuries are a thing. I get it, but at some point you can't. You got to win one of those games. And had they won one of them, I'd say they still got a chance. I said the Stros needed to go 4-2 over the last 6 games. The Rangers and Mariners, that homestand, they needed to go 4-2. They start out 3-0. They swept the Rangers, basically knocked the Rangers out of the playoffs. The Rangers are dead now. They're dead on the side of the road. To go 0-3 against the Mariners in that spot it's clown work. And I don't know. I don't know what there's obviously not a fix at this point because the Mariners they've won the division.
Yeah,
they're winning the division. The question is now, do the Astros even make the playoffs?
Even if they do,
what's the point?
And we can blame pitching and the stars not being there, but offensively they've been just moribund for 3 months. Altuve's old. Now it's time to look in the mirror because I think we were trying to make excuses and a lot of what ifs, and if this happens, we'll hang on and health will be better. Alvarez will get healthy. Framber, you'll find himself. No, Paredes is done. We're old. This is going to be a weird offseason. It's not dead. I don't think they're out of the playoffs.
No.
We're going to see them play.
Listen,
but I don't have any kind of – I have no hope.
Their last 6 games all on the road, but are against the A's and the Angels. You should be able to get something done in those games, but – man, I don't know. They've got to go to a 4-man rotation now.
Mm-hmm.
Javier will pitch tomorrow, against the A's, and then it'll be Hunter Brown. It'll be Fromber again, and then it'll be Costanza against the Angels to start it out. And then I assume you're going to go back to Javier on short rest that weekend, just because you don't really have any other options. The best thing that could have happened to him yesterday was finally the Guardians lost a baseball game, and so now you're at least still even for that last wild card spot. But there's not really a good way to spin what happened this weekend for the Stros. And man, the series now to watch is this series in Cleveland. The Guardians and the Tigers have a 3-game set. The Astros have melted. The Tigers might be melting worse. Tigers have now lost 6 straight. Their lead is down to 1 game over Cleveland.
Think where they were a month ago.
Yeah. And they've got a 3-game set going up against them starting tomorrow as well. And then Cleveland has 3 against the corpse of the Rangers. So now basically the Astros not only have to take care of business, they have to hope that things fall the right way. And I don't know whoever wins the Cleveland-Detroit series, that's who you're battling. Whoever loses it is who you're battling for the playoff spot. So I'd say if Cleveland wins the series, you hope that they win it 3-0. And if Detroit wins the series, you hope they win it 3-0. You're hoping for a sweep one way or another in this thing. But yeah.
They can't beat either one of them.
I don't think so either. No.
So which one
it's
are we?
It's pathetic right now, man. It is pathetic right now.
So I got the Sancha, though. We do have the dumper.
Yeah,
I got somebody I can root for, at least. Have a vested interest in how the outcome. I don't know if I can ever root for Seattle, but I will care to see him play.
Yeah. John says it sucks you can't see AJ on the radio but can hear the music. You can see AJ on the YouTube, but you can't hear the music. Yeah, I mean, life is full of tough choices.
I would choose not hearing it.
How dare you?
I'm just
saying. See, the problem is, you're going to hear it either way.
You can assume you can hear it.
If it's on YouTube, you hear me without the music,
right? No,
which
you
is
don't
that's
not
bad.
good for anybody.
And I'm not very handsome, so that also is not ideal.
I didn't go there.
Well, you didn't have to.
Just saying. I mean,
yeah,
you're not a professional singer.
My wife told me she's repulsed by my standalone mustache, but hey, man, I think it makes me look younger.
Make a statement. Go all the way.
What do you think, Vic?
You look like you star in Super Troopers.
Do I look like
look like one of the
Do I look like Burt Reynolds?
No.
Tom Selleck, maybe.
Or like Starsky.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
And DV says AJ that the Army hat, Army Strong, actually is a Vegas Golden Knights hat, but I am Team Army, except this last
same
weekend.
Colors, right?
Yeah, except this last weekend I wasn't Team Army because I was Team North Texas, and they almost choked it away.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Well, I'm gonna take a break now, Vic.
Okay.
And then when we come back, I'm gonna do a little bit of non-sport stuff that I've got here in the chamber, and then we'll do the daily line since it is there's a short baseball schedule today and only one football game, so the daily lines will be short, and we'll get into some non-sport stuff. Easy as that. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
You were on babysitting duties in Tampa Bay.
Saw a soft-shelled turtle in the backyard of son-in-law's house.
Really?
We thought it was a snapper, what they call a soft-shelled turtle. Ugly old son of a gun. Big old long neck with a pointy nose.
Nobody needs to hear about your soft-shelled turtle.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Football is back, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long, and you can play here in Texas. Hi, Jason Minix here from the Blitz. Love playing on Underdog because it's easy. You just pick whether you think your players are going to go higher or lower on particular stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, rushing yards. Get your picks right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1. So download the Underdog app. Sign up today with promo code STAR to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR. Millions of fans have won billions of dollars making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Again, promo code STAR on Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Lots of college teams have school traditions like Gig 'em. To get the word out about Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC and Heating, I suggest we institute the following Quarter Moon Yell. Plum 'em!
Plum 'em?
We've got a whole team of fully stocked trucks, and our customers are the best in Texas. I say Quarter Moon, you say Plum 'em. Quarter Moon!
Folks, at Quarter Moon, we have a spirited tradition of solving every home problem imaginable, from plumbing to air conditioning to heating. Call Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC, and Heating day or night, and we'll fix them.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. People don't trust car buyers. People think the price is going to be wrong, and people think it's going to be a hassle. Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is what we do at GiveMeTheVin.com, and that's what makes us America's best car buyer. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now and get a quote on yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right. Hey, the SEC announced their natural rivalry games.
Those are the non-conference home and away. I mean, the conference home and away that will vary every 4 years.
Yeah, so the ones you're locked into for 4 seasons, you're going to play these 3 teams no matter what the rest of the schedule looks like. For Texas A&M, those 3 teams are going to be, drumroll please, the University of Texas, the LSU Tigers, and the long-standing hate-filled rivalry between Texas A&M and Missouri.
State of Missouri.
Yeah, that's right. Texas A&M, Missouri is the third rivalry game
funny.
for A&M.
You look at all the SEC, and you get those 3 permanents, or those 3 for the next 4 years. And every one of them, the third is kind of the gimme. Kind of the gimme. Everybody got a gimme.
For Texas, this is the least surprising. Texas has 3 natural rivals in the SEC, and they got all 3 of them. Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Arkansas.
Yep.
Texas will play their 3 most natural rivals. I mean, when I was a kid, the Arkansas game was as big as the Oklahoma or the A&M game. It was a huge game when Texas played Arkansas.
Same way in College Station. I mean, that game mattered.
So Texas gets those 3. Some of the interesting games that are going to be broken up, you're not going to get an annual LSU-Alabama game.
I imagine TV was mad at this. I wouldn't be happy to have to give that up.
I'm sure. And on the other, in the SEC East, you will not be getting Tennessee and Georgia
Another
every year.
strange give up.
I was surprised at that one as well.
Tennessee's celebrating, although it's frying pan into the fire. Now
they got Alabama instead. But Tennessee, because you've got Vanderbilt and Kentucky are your two like regional rivals.
It's kind of easy most of the time.
Right now Vanderbilt looks pretty good. All right, but more often than not,
Pavia's going to graduate.
Vanderbilt and Kentucky have long been the whipping boys in the SEC. Yeah. And to not have Georgia as one of those, I think is probably it's probably convenient for them. LSU, how about this one? LSU gets Ole Miss, A&M, and Arkansas for their 3. Georgia gets Auburn, Florida, and South Carolina.
See that they're high-fiving.
I would guess so. Alabama gets Auburn, Tennessee, and Mississippi State.
So they got their gimme.
Let me see who else of note. I guess that's how they had to do it. Like, I don't think anybody thinks Vanderbilt and Mississippi State are ever gonna. There's never gonna be a rival. Quite frankly, you couldn't find too much more different schools in the SEC.
No kidding.
Like, I don't even know that your brain has to work to get into Mississippi State, and Vanderbilt is a real institute of higher learning, and like.
They're dirt farmers in there in Mississippi State. I'll admit it. They're a Plains land grant school.
Yeah, but I mean, it's so like trying to force a rival between them and Vanderbilt is weird. But at some point, like you got to throw teams together.
And at some point, I wouldn't mind to see. I certainly A&M always has to play Texas, and I know Texas always has to play us and OU. I don't ever want that to go away. But if you told A&M. Next year it's A&M and Florida and Alabama. It'd be nice just to spice things up because if you're in this conference, you do want to see these teams periodically. And
you
set
will.
Up so everybody on a team over a 4-year stretch, if you play for 4 years, you will at some point have played everybody in the SEC.
Yes,
so at least that's going on.
Yeah, you'll still get to play those. It just won't be every year. And in a way, I kind of like this because it almost is trying to produce rivalries.
You can try. I can tell you that A&M was forced into some kind of miscalculated South Carolina rivalry for a couple years, and it just never took.
And you know what? I doubt the one with Missouri takes either.
No.
But if it does, then cool. Like, A&M doesn't have a lot of natural rivals in this conference.
We have really
Texas,
one, and we manufactured LSU, but no, there's really only one.
Yeah, and so for A&M, it's a little bit different, but for some of these old school SEC programs, like I said, the fact that Georgia and Tennessee aren't going to play each other every year for the next 4 years it's a little bit weird.
I don't like that.
But and Alabama LSU is another one. Like those are like real natural rivals. That's just the price of doing business. So when you go to these super conferences, so there you go. We'll at least now know who's playing who. Incubus says, "What are the odds AJ drove an ice cream truck to work today? That stash is creepy."
What?
Kind of.
I mean, it seems uncalled for, but
do you have a stranger danger van? Do you have a panel van?
Do you have a white?
I don't. I mean,
you have a fake cast and a rape kit. What is it? Like a rope, knife, tape, and a face mask.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for all the kind words.
I know, right? I guess.
Remember when I was a man of the people and I was excited to come to work for you guys?
You want some ice cream? Hey, you want some ice cream?
You should have worn your hat today, the cowboy hat.
Maybe so. I did. My mustache did look better with my my cowboy hat. I must say, I was.
And a sidearm and Wranglers. Right?
We were cowboys.
A lot of people said, "Oh, you look very authentic," and I did.
See?
I did. Trust me.
That was the thing.
Believe me, I look like the realest cowboy. Very, very authentic.
San Antonio, so dress up, go cowboy.
Yeah,
about 1 in 5. Everybody else shows up in like t-shirt and.
Really?
Yeah, not a lot of cowboy.
Oh, come on.
I wore a hat. I wore my boots.
We cowboyed up.
Did you have a poncho on and everything?
I did.
Man.
Yeah, man. I went hardcore, but
you even brought a cow.
Yeah, there were donkeys there,
they
actual real live donkeys.
They had beer donkeys. They didn't have any beer in the donkeys things, but they did have donkeys.
They did have donkeys there.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what's going on in the world outside of sports. It's always good to see, what's what else is happening in the world, because I don't know if you guys are aware, sports isn't the only thing in the world. It's a really big thing, but it's not the only thing. It's not the only thing. let's start in. Oh, here's a good one. A woman is facing prison. An animal rights activist. There was a march in Saturday in Petaluma in support of a woman on trial for allegedly taking 4 chickens from a local poultry slaughterhouse. She saved these chickens.
Well,
okay.
And now she's facing nearly 5 years in prison. She's accused of entering the Petaluma poultry slaughterhouse in 2023. Her trial began on Monday, and according to a criminal complaint filed by the DA's office, Rosenberg visited Petaluma Poultry without authorization 4 different times. During those visits, she allegedly attached GPS devices to 12 different farm delivery vehicles. She's also accused of taking the chickens off a vehicle and leaving with them.
God, she loves her chickens.
She loves chickens.
Loves her some chickens, man.
There's pictures of her like
egg prices are through the roof.
Holding these chickens. She's like, look at me with my chickens. And
wow.
She looks like the kind of lady who would want to have pet chickens, quite frankly, and and who might steal them from a slaughterhouse. But yeah. Now, the question is, Rob, is 5 years in prison a fair sentence for stealing 4 chickens from the slaughterhouse?
What's the Broadway show where the Valjean was in life in prison for stealing a loaf of bread?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm not
Jean Valjean.
I'm not as.
But this is the equivalent of that. It's a couple of chickens. If there's anything replaceable in this world, trust me, I know chickens are replaceable.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've gone through about 100 in the last year. You can find another one look just like that one.
Is gambling if the money's not yours?
Well, do I get to keep the winnings? If I'm gambling somebody else's money and I get to keep the winnings, it's kind of gambling.
Yeah,
but if I don't
so.
get to keep the winnings, that's just a board game. That's just.
Yeah. Amber Dawn Butler, who's a 34-year-old woman from Macon, Missouri, she is in jail now. She's facing felony stealing charges. She stole a bunch of money from her workplace, Macon BP. According to court documents, she admitted that she played the convenience store's slot machines with money that she was taking from the business cash register and safe. So she worked at the gas station.
Okay.
Where they have slot machines. She would, the store's empty. I'll just take a few bucks out of the cash register and run it through the machine. She blames her gambling addiction. So she feels like maybe she shouldn't be. She also confessed to scratching lottery tickets without paying for them and stealing cigarettes and bottled water from her workplace.
Well, it sounds like an exemplary employee.
She's being held in the Macon County Jail on a $10,000 cash-only bond. Well, for stealing from her workplace.
Stealing. Using.
Ironically, it's a cash-only bond. She's not going to be able to pay for it with cigarettes and scratched lotto tickets.
I got to run by the office before I come by and pay my bond.
I have the cash. I just have to go to the lottery office first before I give it to you. No big deal. Yeah, that seems like
Why did she do that?
I mean, of all the places, you're going to get caught.
That's what I'm saying. Like eventually, you'll get caught.
Well, like. What do you think they're gonna when they find all the unscratched or the scratched off lottery tickets? Like,
so each one is like if it's a $20 ticket.
Yeah,
you add them all up and
usually because remember the government is running the lottery. They don't like it when you take their stuff without paying for it. They hate that,
and they want the tax.
Now they want to take our stuff without giving us anything for it, but that's different. That's just called taxes. For them, it's stealing. Always something with the damn government. You can't even scratch a lotto ticket.
Can't even win that.
Except you, Vic. You can scratch lotto tickets.
Just once a week.
Yeah, but you buy them. You don't steal them.
I purchase them, yes.
Now, your wife works at a Dollar General.
They don't
have lotto tickets there?
They don't sell lottery there now.
Oh, thank goodness.
They used to, but not anymore.
Because I could see Vic going in there and,
coming home.
Yeah. Oh, these lottery tickets fell off the truck.
Yeah, look what I got. Got some dog food, cat food, and some lottery.
Poor Britney Spears. Things are going bad again for Britney.
What happened to her now?
You remember when she was normal and then went crazy, and then everybody said she went back to normal again?
Always been crazy.
Well,
she just went less well, I shouldn't say. She's always been unmedicated bipolar.
Yeah.
She's unmedicated, so she is a free-range chicken.
Wow.
Would you, though?
Well,
of course.
I mean, anybody would go after a crazy.
Crazy free-range chicken.
Those crazy free. Yeah, a little bit of a weed habit, no daddy issue.
That's
hot.
hot.
Son.
That's hot.
You're only in for a penny. Don't go in for $1, but that penny's worth it. You know what I mean?
She now she's turning into like Michael Jackson. Like she's a recluse. She's staying in her home all the time. Like,
not taking propofol, is she?
I don't know. All the doctors come into her house. She has people. She has staff, security guards, and assistants, but no real friends. No. It says, and she just her whole life is inside the walls of her home, and she does talk to her fans through Instagram occasionally. But ever since the end of her marriage to model Sam Ashgari, and the breakdown of her last ill-advised relationship with Paul Solis, she's been largely alone and refusing what friends say is much-needed help for mental health issues.
Yeah.
She has not been publicly photographed since May. So I don't know. We may be up for a one of those bad.
I can tell you it's not going to end well.
One of those unfortunate endings. Yeah.
It's not going to go well.
And finally, Tom Holland has been rushed to the hospital after sustaining a brain injury on the set of Spider-Man. It's called, what's the new Spider-Man movie called?
Spider-Man, What's My Name?
No.
Where am I? Spider-Man, Where Am I?
Spider-Man 21.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. Yeah.
Or
Spider-Man Brand New Day, it's called.
Aha. Okay.
Spider-Man Brain Damage?
It's being filmed in Glasgow, Scotland.
Well, at least he's home.
And he's been treated for a mild concussion. He's taking a break out of precaution, but is expected to return to the set in a few days.
He cracked his skull.
I mean, yeah, but he's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's kind of happens. No big deal.
He's
Yeah.
British. He'll fight through
Yeah,
it.
he'll be all right. And do you know who's dating Millie Bobby Brown, or who married Millie Bobby Brown?
Who?
They adopted their first baby now. So this is a new grandfather.
How old is she?
I don't know. She's like
25 by now?
I don't think she's 25, but I think she's 20 something.
Last I saw her, she was
I think she's 21,
13.
maybe.
How old is she? She was doing Stranger Things. Was she just playing young?
Yeah, she was like 17, 18. She's 21 now. Her partner right now is John Bon Jovi's son, Jake Bon Jovi.
Son.
Wow.
Oh, can you imagine?
Man. Can we go to your dad's house?
Millie used to work on the docks. Oh. Maybe Millie worked at the diner all day. Maybe that's what it was.
No, that's where she worked.
He looks like his father. She doesn't look anything like she used to.
Well, they've adopted their first baby, and now, so John Bon Jovi, now at 63 years old, is a grandfather. He says, it's beautiful. I want to see pictures like every other day. I'm that pain in the butt guy already, and yeah, it's cool, man.
I get it, man. I'm down. That's your grandbaby. Congratulations.
They said they're mature beyond their years, so he wasn't opposed to them marrying young. So
she's been fighting aliens and devils.
Yeah, she's all over things. All right, let's wrap up the show, Vic. Let's take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I had no idea.
Oh yeah, she's when she's not bald, she's hot.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people don't realize this. When I grow my hair out, I look exactly like Millie Bobby Brown.
Really?
Yes.
I thought you.
That's why I don't grow it out.
Oh,
it's embarrassing for her.
Same thing with Jenna Ortega.
That's right. All right, the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions tonight in the Charm City. No, wait, Charm City? Yeah, that's Baltimore, right?
City, yeah.
Okay. Baltimore, 4.5-point favorites over the Lions.
That's not the number I'm looking at.
53.5.
53 is what I'm looking at.
Is the total. You think higher?
Flying by that. 53.5 in the third quarter. I think there's going to be a lot of buckets tonight.
I think the Ravens minus 4.5 is a good play. I think the Ravens blow them out. I just think that, Harbaugh is generally good early in the season. I think they realize now that their margin for error after losing that Bills game is very slim. Because if they want to be the number 1 seed, nobody wants to go to Buffalo for a playoff game. Like, nobody.
No.
So they realize they got to Buffalo. There's not a lot of opportunities for them to lose. So the Ravens need to keep pace. My guess is they do.
I feel like I know who Baltimore is. I'm not quite sure about Detroit yet.
I'm the same way, man. I am the same way. So give me the Ravens tonight. Rob, you like the over in that
I think
one.
it's a bunch of buckets.
Major League Baseball. Only a handful of games today. We got 3 games on the docket. How about Mackenzie Gore and the Nationals? They're in Atlanta taking on Chris Sale and the Braves. Braves minus 270.
So to Sale now
today.
Are you looking at
Come
pitchers
sail away.
and
Come
looking at
sail
what
away.
they need to get for their bonuses? Because we're getting down to bonus
actually
time.
good-
so
good,
you start paying attention if guys need strikeouts or innings.
Not a bad strategy. Brewers are at the Padres. Freddie Peralta for the Brewers. Nick Pivetta for the Padres. Padres are minus 120 favorites. And then Justin Verlander, minus 150.
Playing out the string.
They're hosting Michael McGreevy and the Cardinals. Justin Verlander has been phenomenal. Like, the last couple months, he's been out of control. Like, Justin Verlander, I thought was washed.
We all did. So the Stros certainly regret it.
Yeah. He just went out there and his last 4 starts, 0 earned runs, 1 earned run, 0 earned runs, 0 earned runs. He's out there balling on these dudes. He's won 4 of his last 5 starts, and the one game that they lost, he gave up 0 runs in through 6 innings, and the bullpen blew it.
Old man strong.
He has dropped his ERA to 3.75 on the season. He has a 0.45 ERA in the month of September.
He's a free agent, right?
I believe
I think
he
he's
is
on a 1-year deal.
He is available. And unlike Clayton Kershaw has not announced that he's retiring.
I wouldn't leave.
My guess is someone gives
Somebody
him
gonna pay him $25 million next
some
year.
money. Yep. All right, friends, that does it for us today. Congrats to Justin Collier, this week's winner of The Stat Is Right.
I'll be free about noon.
He's going to the
swing by and get me.
The Cowboys-Packers game on Sunday night. We'll play that game in a couple weeks again after the Cowboys get through with this road game stretch. All right, friends, Blitz comes up at 2. Thanks for rolling with us today. We'll try and be better tomorrow.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
Guys,